Hi everyone, this is Darcy and today I'm going to give you lots of beauty tools updates. Things I've tested, finished testing, things I'm going to start to test, my before and afters, everything that I have behind me I'm going to be talking about, and more things I have in here. And I was actually running a little late because I had to pick up one last thing to show you guys. And we're live. But on my lives, I always put timestamps below when I'm done with the live so you can jump anywhere in this video. So make sure to check the timestamps below and subscribe to my channel if you like videos like this. My channel is all about aging gracefully, being healthy and happy. So if you like videos like this, please join our community. I'd love to have you here. And I'm going to jump right in it. Sorry, I literally need to clean my lipstick. I was rushing a little bit today, guys, and I'm going to tell you the reason I'm making this video today. It was a last minute live is because I got my hair done. As you guys can see, I got some highlights. Comment below if you like it. And I'm doing this live like last minute and showing so many things and before and afters because I actually shot a lot of videos on this update. So all the videos I'm going to talk about it today, all the products I'm going to talk about it today, I either already have a dedicated video or I will have a soon dedicated video with even more before and afters and more information. Because on this live, I just want to give you an overall update what I've been testing, my current results, what I'm going to start testing, and also give you a little overview of my feelings about the things I've tested. You guys know my channel is very, very honest. I actually just bought some new tools myself, which I want to talk about it too. So it's going to be a long video with lots of information because as I mentioned before, I already shot some of these videos, but I had my older hair. My hair is going to look darker on the other videos, so I'm catching up with my editing. And just a last little tidbit of information, my husband has strep throat, so I hope I don't get it. My son was sick, my husband has strep throat, so I shot a lot of videos, that's why I didn't post as much this week, but I'm going to be trying to shoot as much as I can, and hopefully I don't get sick. But if I do, I have a lot of pre-shot videos for you guys. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so I can jump in anytime and have a chat with you guys, do a live or more updates. But now let's get into the videos. Let's get into this information because I have lots of stuff to talk about. And I just literally sat down. So I'm going to open up the window for the chat because I forgot to bring that chat window up. Where's the chat window? Sorry, just give me 1 second, guys, okay? Because it was a last minute. There we go. I have the chat window open, so make sure to put your questions, and we're going to go into the chat at the end because I have so much to talk about, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys because I've tried some great things this couple months, and I'm excited to show some results. So yeah, first of all, comment, let me know if you like my hair. I got a little highlight for the summer. I'm excited. Feeling good for the summer, even though my husband and my son have been getting sick. I'm, knock on wood, have been feeling great. I'm taking my Do Not Age supplements. Watch that video because I need to buy some more. That's a lifesaver. And I think that's the reason, knock on wood, I haven't been getting super sick. But strep throat is a bacteria, so hopefully I don't get it. Anyway, let's get into the video. I might cut this off when you watch this as a replay. So let me start with the video I posted this week, which I show a full tutorial with the NIRA laser, the NIRA Precision Laser that is FDA cleared for the eye area. And when I first tested the NIRA many years ago, I don't know, feels like forever now, right? I tested for 30 days and I did a 30 days results, which I'm going to post the photo right now. This is my NIRA 30 days results using the NIRA only on my under eye area. And I'm mentioning this because I want you to take a look at my hooded eyes. I did use it on the little corner. And I have the whole video. You can watch that video. I'll leave that video on the description box below. All the videos I'm going to be mentioning, I will leave them on the description box below so you can go and watch the whole video. I'm mentioning I only used the NIRA on my under eyes for 30 days because at that time I was not using on my hoods. But I did use on my hood later. I just didn't post a video about it. And that's why I'm going to show you my results right now because I have been using the NIRA laser also on my hoods. And if you have watched my eye hood lifting challenge, I will have a dedicated video on that, very specific, talking about a lot of stuff from that challenge, but I'm going to show you my results right now too, from combining the NIRA laser with microcurrent and the ORALIFT, which Yes, which by the way, I'll give a couple updates on this too. I'm just going to show you my results using the NIRA with microcurrent and the ORALIFT, and talk a little bit about what kind of results you can get with these tools, because they're such a good combination. But you don't need to get all of them to get results. Just the NIRA will tighten up the hoods and lift this area, but it won't lift like microcurrent. And that's why I will show you the before and after and mention which kind of results the microcurrent did. And I only use this on my eye hoods, by the way. I use something else on my face, and I'll have a before and after for that too. So hang in there. That's why this video is going to be lots of before and afters. So yeah, so the NIRA, I only use it on my eye hoods. This time I did not use it on my under eye because I was using something else, which I'll talk about it. On my channel, I try to use one tool per area or one tool at a time. That way when I show you my before and afters, you rest assured the results are only from that tool alone. That way, if you just get the NIRA, you know those are the kind of results you can expect. And I have a video also on the bear, the microcurrent bear, which if you watch that video is my results only using the bear. And I have a video on the ORALIFT with my results only using the ORALIFT. But since I've done so many videos with those tools, I'm deciding to combine them because I'll be 46 pretty soon next month, guys. I'll be 46 years old. And now that I'm getting older, I find that I have more needs. So for me, I'm liking combining them. But if you're younger or if you just have a couple of concerns, I highly suggest start with one tool at a time, see the results you get, and then combine other tools if needed. I'm not saying for any shape or form that you need everything I'm going to talk about on my channel. I'm a review channel. I'm here to review for you guys. So that way you guys can see what you really need and use it, which is very, very important, which I'll talk about on this video too, because I'm going to show you now my 3-month, or actually, let's first show you my 8 weeks updates from using these 3 tools together. That way you guys can see the radical change when it hit 3 months, because collagen takes actually 90 days to really fully develop. So especially if you're using the NIRA, don't give up. You have to use it. 60 days you see the best, good results. 90 days you really see the full-fledged results, and the results continue. The NIRA is a tool that I kept going back and forth whenever I was in between tools, because it's the only thing I know that is FDA cleared and actually works for this area here. And I'm a hooded eye person in general. And now that I'm getting older, this here was getting crepey and falling over. And the NIRA helps to thicken this area and the under eye too, and build the collagen to lift up and be less crepey. And I'm going to show you the before and after soon. I'm just explaining a little bit. And microcurrent helps to lift the eye hoods. But it won't help tighten the skin. And that's why I still recommend the NIRA Precision. And I'm going to talk about the other NIRA that I'm testing out too. On this video is going to be lots of information. But there will be dedicated videos on each one. So in case you're watching this as a playback, watch the description box if you want more information on anything I'm talking about in this video. But this is an overview of my results. Anyway, so the NIRA helps with the crepiness of this area. So if you're older, definitely highly, highly recommend. The ORALIFT helps with the whole face, which I will talk about it. I'll point it out on the actual photos that I'm going to be showing. And I'm actually currently using the 5mm ORALIFT. I was using the 3mm. And now I'm using the 5mm. I have a whole ORALIFT video. Make sure you check that out. The ORALIFT is a tool you put inside your mouth. It helps to give you an overall facelift. You can get a really good results with just the ORALIFT. I'm mentioning this so you can watch that video and see which kind of results I got with the ORALIFT. It does help with the muscle, and it does something very, very unique. It helps actually your bone structure. And I'm mentioning this now because I will point it out on the before and afters as well. Your actually bones shift back to a more youthful position, and it does that because the ORALIFT creates a space in your jaw that no other tool will do, and it will not damage your teeth, not change your teeth at all. It just creates a space here, and what that does, especially as you get older, we lose bone mass, fat pads, and all kinds of things happens, and that's why we get sagginess. So if you're older and you're just using microcurrent and not getting results, highly recommend including the ORALIFT, because shifting the bones to a more youthful position will help the muscle shift and give you a true facelift. This is literally my diehard. I love this so much. This is more like a lifestyle than a tool. You use it for 4 months, and then I'm going to stop next month, and then stop for 4 months, and then return. But you kind of have to use it, as we age, our muscle shift and our bone shift. So nothing actually works on bones. No tools will work on bones. So the ORALIFT is amazing. So I'm using the ORALIFT with the NIRA and the microcurrent because I wanted to actually use the ORALIFT again because it helps with the TMJ, and I suffer from that too. So it helps with other things. So watch the video for more info, but I'm mentioning this because when I show you the photos, I want to point it out what kind of results that tool did by combining them. But again, each of the single tools will work by themselves as well. I think you just get a better results by combining them, but you still get results. So let me start rambling, and I'm going to show you first my 8-week results when I did the eye hood lifting challenge. So this is the 8-week results by using, I did start with a couple different microcurrents, and then I just switched to just the bare. And again, I'm just using the microcurrent on my eye area, only on my hoods, not even on the under eye, only on the hoods. On the rest of my face, I was testing the Ussera from MEdicube, which I'll talk about really, really soon. So from this before and after, I'm just going to point it out really quickly because I have so much to talk about, guys, that you can see how my face was more round, not round, more square, more wide. So the results of the ORALIFT is that it kind of made my face more youthful, but it did not change my face shape. I want to mention that to you guys. And each person will be different because it depends of your bones, your aging after your age. I'm 45, so I find that, and I've showed that also on my ORALIFT 4-month results, that it kind of went back to the shape that I had 10 years ago. But that doesn't mean that's going to make everybody look 10 years younger. It really depends on each person. So if you're somebody much older, go check out the ORALIFT website. They have tons of photos from people with many different age groups. And sometimes the results are more subtle on the face shape I'm talking about, because I got a question from somebody that they noticed results, but they wanted more. And that depends on each person. But mine actually went back to the shape it was 10 years ago. It is not changing my face shape whatsoever because as we age, our bones get wider, we get wider faces, and the ORALIFT help to shift back to what it was by creating the space in the jaw. So that's why you can see my face shape is drastically changed. It's not really changed, it's just back to what it was. So watch my 4-month result because I literally have a 10-year photo from 10 years ago compared to my photo when I was done with the ORALIFT. And the face shape is the one you see right now, which is a more V shape. That was my original face shape. And as I age, the face just got wider. Another thing I want to point out, this is the 8-week result. I'm going to be showing you the 3 months pretty soon, right after this. So hang in there. And the eye, you can see my hoods, how I was not using, by the way, the before photo, no tools, no microcurrent. I had stopped everything for a while. And then I started this challenge so I can kind of go with you guys and show which kind of results you can get. But I also show that when I stop my tools, that's what happened. Age happens and it's okay, but I definitely like better when I'm using my tools. So yeah, so that's my before photo. You can see that the main thing I want you to focus on this photo is on the eye hoods because that's what I was using, microcurrent, the ORALIFT on my mouth, and the NIRA laser on the hoods. So the 8-week looks pretty good. Even though I'm puffy, I was actually really puffy. You can still see that there's a lift. You can see more of my eyeballs, and the skin on the eye hoods is a lot tighter. Now, guys, let's check out the 3-month result. Wow. This is my 3-month result from my eye hood lifting challenge. I will also have a dedicated video talking about it more and showing the actual tutorial. But I want to give you an overview on this video just so you guys can kind of see. And I'll go into the chat at the end. So hang in there. At the end of the video, I'm going to go into the chat and answer all your questions, guys, because I have lots of before and after. So if you have more questions, put it on the chat. We'll go at the end. So basically, on this photo, you can see, again, the face shape is more a V shape, which what it was before. And this is a photo I took literally late at night, like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I look tired, but you can see my eyes are lifted because of the microcurrent. The actual eyebrows are more lifted. Because of the NIRA laser, you can see my actual hoods, the skin on my hoods. It basically is tighter, less crepey, and more youthful and thicker as well. And the shape of my face, it's more youthful as well. And I find that the ORALIFT also helps to open up your eyes. Again, by itself, all the tools work, but this is combining all the 3 tools for 3 months. And I'm going to go into a closer up so you can kind of focus on the hoods. And this is the hoods from 3 months results of combining the ORALIFT, the NIRA laser, and the microcurrent. And you can see, again, very, very closely, especially in the corners, how I got rid of that crepiness that I was having and how much tighter my actual hoods are. So that is the results I want to point it out. So make sure to come back because I will also have a dedicated video showing just the 3 months results from my eye hood lifting challenge and probably a 4-month result as well, because at 4 months I'll stop using the ORALIFT, and which is pretty soon, and then I would have another video on that. So I will have a dedicated video, and on that video, I'll show a tutorial, which I put the actual whole eye hood lifting challenge playlist on the description box. If you want to see all the tools I use, I started with different microcurrent tools, but the main concept was microcurrent and combining microcurrent with laser and ORALIFT, because all microcurrent devices work. They have different features and they work different ways, but they work. So you can do this with any microcurrent actually. But the NIRA laser is the only thing that is very unique to the challenge, because there's nothing I know that I have that is in the market to really help with this area. Oh, my mom is here. Hi, Mom. She's actually here. My mom never catch my lives, so I'm so happy she's here. And I will go into the live soon, guys. I can see you have a lot of questions. I'm excited you're all here. And I will go into details of everything I'm talking. And again, we'll be dedicated videos on everything. This is just want to be an spontaneous live so we can kind of go over everything, because I got some really good results here, guys. Anyway, so on the dedicated video update on the 3-month result, probably 4-month results as well, of the eye hood lifting challenge, I'll show another tutorial. So I started with different microcurrents on the first episodes, and then I switched to the Bear, mainly because of time. The Bear is my favorite microcurrent because it is quick and it does work. But I also want to point it out that the results you saw is kind of not using the Bear a lot, which that's why I like the Bear. Once I got the lift, I was honestly using the Bear only once a week, not even twice a week. And I started using the Bear daily. And that's why I like the Bear microcurrent, because I find that this does have long-term results, even though I'm not using that often. So the thing I've been more consistent with is the NIRA. And even the ORALIFT, guys, you're supposed to use every 3rd day, morning and night. I'm kind of using every 3rd day, only at night or in the morning. So I gotta point that out too. So I imagine if you were really using as you're supposed to, I probably would have gotten better results. But I'm very honest on my channel. I'm very transparent, and that's why I like showing the before and afters. And you should also do your own before and afters when you start tools like this, so you can see for yourself. But I will have a dedicated video on it, and I'll mention that I have been not so good about consistency with this tool, but still got results. So the NIRA is only like 2 minutes a day, so it's easier to just kind of squeeze it in, especially as you start seeing results. It's really exciting to continue using. So I will have a whole dedicated video on it, but it's been a while since I update you guys on the eye hood lifting challenge, and I know a lot of you are probably curious to know what's going on. Yeah, I was using the Bear about once a week, the ORALIFT every 3rd day, probably either morning or night, only once a day. You're supposed to use twice a day. And I have moved to the 5mm, and I'm only doing 20 minutes. You can use up to 1 hour. So that's sort of what I did. But if you were doing like an hour of ORALIFT, the Bear every single day, plus the NIRA, you probably would have even better results. But it's pretty amazing that I got those great results, not even doing that great. So I'm very honest, and I'm just like you. Life gets busy. So it's good to know that even if you're not using as much, you can still get results. So yeah, that's the update on the eye hood lifting challenge. Hi, Sherry. And I will, answer all your questions at the end, so please comment below. And I finally moved to the 5mm ORALIFT, because on the previous video on the 4-month result, I was only using the 3mm ORALIFT and also was not using that consistent. So that result on that video also, it was not being consistent. So it goes to show the ORALIFT, you can even get results even not being that consistent. But I suggest you are consistent with tools, that way you can get even better results. But I'm here testing for you guys to kind of see which kind of results. So yeah, so that is the update on the eye hood lifting challenge. So this week I showed a whole tutorial with the NIRA Precision Laser on the eye hoods and also on the under eyes. I mentioned this because it was a highly requested video. I have many videos on the NIRA. It's kind of sold out right now because it does work, guys. It's been sold out for a while. But I put that tutorial there for you guys that got the NIRA already and want to know which way I use it. So you can use the NIRA on the under eye and eye hoods. And I had many videos on the NIRA. I had one showing the tutorial only on the under eye, and I had my eye hood lifting challenge showing the NIRA only on the eye hoods. But now I have a full real-time tutorial with tips showing both the eye hoods and the under eye in case you want to use the NIRA, you got the NIRA and you want to use it on this area. Because honestly, I find that the NIRA Precision Laser is still the best for the eye area. It is FDA clear for the eye area because they just came up with recently, they're going to release it in June. This is a little sneak peek as well. The NIRA Laser Pro, which, OMG, I actually just used 3 times already, and I like it. But I shot a real-time tutorial using the NIRA Laser Pro with the NIRA Precision Laser. And I talk about on the video tips and then why I did that. Well, I'm telling you right now, but it's a little sneak peek. Make sure you watch the dedicated video. It's going to come up probably the beginning of June. And I think they're releasing this in June. This is a much bigger laser. Actually, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek here. If you're live, I get a lot of questions on that. I like it. I think it's really cool. I will talk about it on the dedicated video, the main differences, but I will mention a couple here too. One of the things I like about the NIRA Precision Laser, which is the original NIRA, is that the treatment area is a lot smaller, again, precision. The other one is a lot bigger. So for the hoods, which is one of the reasons I love the NIRA, I still recommend the NIRA Precision Laser for this area here, which I have a whole tutorial you guys can watch, and that's the results that I'm so amazed that I love it. So that one I still recommend. If your main concern is eye hoods, you can use it, or even wrinkles or crow's feet, as you guys saw, you can get results with this. For the precision, I still recommend it, and I will still continue using on this area here, because especially as I'm getting older, if I don't use it, you guys saw the results that I had before. So definitely recommend. And even watching my videos, you guys can see how this area is so much tighter. The NIRA Pro, which I'll have a dedicated video soon, so make sure you watch it. I'm not going to get too much into it because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. It's bigger, so you can treat a lot bigger, and you can treat the whole face, which was a question that I kept getting about the NIRA Precision. Can I use in the rest of my face? You can, but it's not made for the rest of your face, and I tried it too. I tried using on my, nasal labial folds, which I don't have now because of the other device I'm going to talk about, and it doesn't really work that well. You can if you like, but it's going to take longer, and it's kind of painful because it is not meant for the rest of your face. It is meant and FDA clear for the eye area, which is a more delicate skin and area, and it works there even on lower levels. With the results you saw, by the way, was on level 1. I didn't even go to level 2 because the NIRA Laser Precision, it is a little painful when you first start. It is not painless. It's not it's not unbearable. And I talk about on the original video that it claims to be painless. But as you start using it, you actually become painless because you become, you tolerate the feeling. It's not unbearable. It's almost like a little bite, like you do and then you get used to it. And now I can truly go to higher levels. I just don't find the need for it. So now I can tell you on level 1 for me is completely painless. On level 2, completely painless. But as you start using, and I mentioned that on both NIRA videos, it is not fully painless. You do feel something, like a little bite, not unbearable, definitely not the same as if you got it on a dermatologist's office. Those are very painful. This is a different type of laser. Watch those videos, and I'll actually have a NIRA tips video, which even more tips, but I still recommend this for the eye area. However, the NIRA Pro, which this is a sneak peek for you guys, I will have the dedicated video with the full tutorial and even more information about it and more differences. I just want to kind of overall, because I've been getting a lot of questions, and I just posted my full NIRA eye tutorial, so watch that too if you want to kind of see a full tutorial. So the NIRA Pro, it's made for the face, and honestly, this is painless. And I mentioned on the video, this is not painless. You feel something. It's not unbearable, but it's not painless. You kind of become painless as you start using because you become, you get a tolerance to it, The NIRA Pro, amazing, completely painless. I didn't feel any pain at all, just a heat on the rest of my face. So the technology on this one seems a little different than this one, or maybe because the eye area is more delicate. I don't know. On the dedicated video, I'll go deeper into more details. But this one, I didn't feel any pain, and it's really quick, and it is made for the rest of your face, which I took before photos, and I'll show on the video, and I'll also have 2 videos on the NIRA Pro. One, which is the introduction, talking about the differences, the full tutorial, and as you guys know, I'll be continue using the NIRA Pro by itself on the rest of my face. And also, just really quick guys, you can use the NIRA Pro on your thyroid area, which will be very, very cool, because for the necklines, I'm using on my neck, décolletage, and even hands. I'll show all that on the NIRA tutorial coming up beginning of June. So make sure you subscribe to come back and watch that. But I want to kind of do an overview because I'm getting a lot of questions for you guys. So all that is coming up, and I've been using the NIRA Pro by itself with the NIRA Precision on my eye area, and I'm going to show the full tutorial pretty soon in June. Now I have the full NIRA tutorial, which is very, very highly requested by itself, so you can go there and do it with me. You can see which kind of, moves I do and tips. So definitely watch that. Still recommend, love it. This one, I will definitely have an update after the original video. I'll do a video probably in a couple of months with my after results. That way I can tell you which kind of results you can expect. So far, so good, but I will only be able to show you my results in a couple of months because, as I mentioned, it takes at least 90 days to build collagen. So this one, I will definitely update you guys, and I'll have the dedicated video with more information, full tutorial, and a video 2-3 months down the line with my results. So definitely keep an eye on it. But so far, I like it that it's not painless. I mean, it's painless, truly painless. And you can use all the way in your thyroid with thyroid area, which is, the gobble, which many tools you cannot use in this area. Microcurrent you cannot use in this area. Radio frequency you cannot use in this area. So this is such a hard area to treat. So this is, you can use there. So I'll show that on the tutorial. So definitely recommend, but I can really recommend because I haven't used it then enough. But you guys know I will show you my results so you can decide for yourself if this is a good tool for you. But I will have a dedicated video talking more about it. This is just a little sneak peek for you guys. So that is that. Another tool that I've been, let me see. Oh yeah, another update for you guys with some before and afters is on the CurrentBody Lip Perfector. I love this, guys, so much, mostly because it is so quick to use and I'm getting even better results now. I have let me show you. This is an LED light for your lips that helps with plumping, not really plumping, which I'll talk about it now, helps to get your lips smoother and more youthful, kind of return to what they were before. It's not going to give you lip filler results per se. It's not going to make your lips like extremely big. But I have a dedicated video on this, 2 other ones, the introduction and also the 8-week result, which I'll show the photo right now. So this is my 8-week results with the NIRA Precision Laser. The LED Lip Perfector from CurrentBody. Sorry. This is my 8-week results from the CurrentBody LED Lip Perfector. So you can see that it truly worked for my lips in 8 weeks. In the after photo, I'm not using any lip balm, any lipstick. I'm actually not even drinking enough water to show you what you can really get by using that daily for 3 minutes. And if you see my before photo, I was so impressed that I didn't realize how aged my lips were getting, how genuinely shriveled they were getting. Because I don't drink enough water and I don't really anti-age my lips whatsoever. And then you can see, especially the lip, the lines and how really almost palpable like they were. And on the 8th week, you can see how more plump, the lines are plumper and the lips look more plump, even though they're dry. I wanted to show you a photo of my lips dry, so that way you can see them, which kind of results you can get, even if you are somebody with dry lips that don't drink enough water. I'm probably going to have an update video with more before and afters for my current lips. I just didn't have time, but you can visually see here. I am wearing a lipstick, but I went to get my hair done, and thank you for liking. I saw some of the comments. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited to get highlights again for the summer. I'm excited. And the lady that did my hair, haven't seen him in so long, she actually asked me if I had lip fillers, if I got lip fillers. And I was like, no, but I've been using this. And she actually went and bought it. And I was thinking to myself, I've been noticing that I have been getting some volume on my lips. Since I started using this, I've been using this for almost 3 months now, or 2 months. Yeah, I think 3 months now. 3 months. So the results with this keep getting better. And I've noticed that when I'm putting lip balm or lipstick, my lips are so much more plumper. And she literally asked me, the lady that did my hair, she hasn't seen me like in a year. And she asked, did you get lip fillers? And I'm like, no. And I was like looking in the mirror. I was like, you know what? It does look more plump. So this does help with plumping. Not gonna give you lip filler results. I'm just saying she thought I did because my lips look better and she hasn't seen me in such a long time. So I show her the video and the before and afters, and she literally bought it like on the spot because she's like, oh my God, I need this. And I still recommend this. Mine works great. You can use it 10 times before you have to charge it. And I have it in my desk, on my desk. When I wake up, I'm going to show you the next product. This is what I look in the mornings. I brush my teeth. I put this in. I put my helmet, my CurrentBody helmet, and then I check my emails. I start my day, and this ends in 3 minutes. The helmet ends in 10 minutes. And I start my day. So I'm going to talk about the helmet next because I think they're going to have some good sales for Memorial Day. I'll have all the affiliate links and codes on the description box after I'm done with the live. That way you can go there. It helps save you some money and also helps support my channel. And I only review products, as you can see, with before and afters that I use for a while. And I can totally tell you it works because I'm not here to tell you, you know, I'm not going to ever get a product, try it out and say, this is great, go get it. I only recommend things that I really try. So I appreciate it if you use my links, if it helps you. Of course, if you don't want to get this, I'm never forcing anybody. But I want to mention that because the lady that did my hair also noticed that every video I do, I put my whole heart in it. I work really hard on testing for you guys, truly testing, so you guys can see if you need it. So whenever I talk about those products, I will mention again, I'm not telling you need all of this to have anti-aging. Just find something that works for you, that addresses your needs, and that's why I make sure I do before and after so you can see if my results are enough, because maybe this is not enough for you. And that's what I mentioned. This will not make your lips like lip fillers, like if you get injections. It's not going to do it. But it will make your lips more youthful. And I'm happy with my results, and I'm updating you guys because I'm noticing now that my lips are truly more plump. You know, since I've been using for 3 months, I'm noticing some volume as well as the lip lines. And I've been, again, wanted to share that with you guys. So I'll leave all that information on the description box because I still use this. It's awesome. And I'll have both videos on the description box. And I'll probably have another dedicated video down the line when I have time to shoot it. And I'll take some more after photos so you guys can see. I don't have those right now, but I had a, you know, a verbal account that my lips look like I got lip plumper, which is pretty cool. It's like, no, I did and didn't. And even when I smile too. When I smile, I've noticed I have more of an upper lip because before it looked like that. My smile, I know it sounds weird, but that's true. Like when I smile, see how much bigger I get it on. I mean, sorry. I have a lot more lip on the top than while looking at photos. And I'll probably do that on the dedicated video. Looking at photos of me smiling, my lips are a lot thinner, and now when I smile, there's a lot more volume there. So definitely there's more volume after you continue using. With anything you have to use for a while, because again, it takes 3 months, and I mean 90 days for you to get really built collagen. And so I want to update you guys on that because I'm still using it and I love it. The next thing I want to update you guys, which I just started using it, but I want to mention that because yesterday when I got my highlights done, I've noticed more baby hairs on here. If you guys can see here, you can see the things just kind of sticking out. I've noticed more baby hairs after I got my hair done. And it almost looks like freeziness, but it's truly like new hairs. So far this is working, but you have to use it for 16 weeks to really get results. And I will have an update video. So this is what I look like in the morning. It looks funny. In the morning, I brush my teeth. I put this on. And I walk around the house. And I, you know, make myself some coffee, go check some emails. So that's what I look in the mornings. And it's terrifying if I get somebody to drop a package because I open the door like this and they're like, what? They think like I'm an astronaut or an alien. Anyway, I do that. And I so far, yeah, the only thing I don't like about this helmet is that it gets caught on my hair. And I talked about it before on the video. You just, because it has headphones inside. All you do is just to need to move the headphones. See the headphones thing here? They move up and down. And they always get caught in my hair. But as long as you move this up and down, it takes it off. But this is amazing because it's only 10 minutes and I can just do my thing. And I definitely have seen some hair growth coming. But you know, don't run and get it yet. Let me give you my 16 weeks to show you, you know, which kind of results you can get, because it's pretty expensive, even though I do have a coupon code with it, you know, and you can use it with the sales as well to get even more discounts. But, you know, since it's so expensive, I definitely want you guys to, you know, wait if you can, or to get it until I can show you my before and afters. Right now, I'm going to show you my before photos from the helmet. So far, I like it. I like it that it's quick to use. I do like the Laduora Duo, which is where, yeah. Sorry, guys. This was such a improv. I do like the helmet because it is 10 minutes. And let me show you my before photos right now so you can see my current results. This is me right now. And you can see that my hairline is it's definitely pretty bad. And even on top of my head, I definitely have some, you know, thinning. And that can happen, guys, just regular aging. But I also realized after the vid, which I don't want to get into it, I definitely had more hair loss. And also after pregnancy, I lost so much hair. So I'm lucky that I have a lot of hair. But I mentioned on my videos that, you know, hair loss, you don't choose where you lose hair. So I definitely find some thinning here and on my, you know, on the sides. But I'm noticing some baby hairs growing so far since I started using it in the beginning of May. And I'll update you guys in 16 weeks because they sent me this after it was FDA cleared. But before I was trying the CurrentBody one, I was using the Laduora Duo on my hair, which does work, guys. And this is amazing. It's more affordable. But the thing about the Laduora Duo is that you have to brush your hair for 5 minutes. Not bad at all. Still pretty relaxing. And I think they're having some good Memorial Day sales on it. And I'll put the link on the description box below, the affiliate link with any coupons or sales. I usually get 15%, you know, with my coupon, but I think now they have a special one for 20% for Memorial Day. I'll update on the description box below, but regardless of that, my coupon code usually gets you 15%. So I'll put that information below because I still recommend the Laduora Duo. Just the main difference, which I talk about it when I start testing the CurrentBody, which so far, I like it, but I will update you guys on it. I like that it has the headphones so I can answer phone calls or listen to music. It pairs with Bluetooth, and it's 10 minutes, and it's treating my whole head. Like with this one, you have to brush it, and you can concentrate on the areas that you have hair loss. But this one helps the whole hair, like the whole hair quality, the scalp. So I still recommend. I love this one. I'm not currently using it because I'm testing the CurrentBody hair helmet. And I stopped using the Laduora Duo because I was going to test the CurrentBody hair helmet because, you know, on my channel, I'm very honest. So I stopped using it, and I lost my results because it's something to keep in mind. Originally, I stopped using because I got, you know, busy and I kept forgetting. And then CurrentBody reached out to me and say, hey, we have this helmet that is getting, you know, we're waiting to be cleared on the FDA. Would you like to test it out? And I said, yes. So then I stopped completely using. It took a little bit, like a couple of months, I think, to get the FDA clear for United States for the helmet. So then when I got the helmet, that's the results that you guys saw. Like my hair definitely goes back to thinning in those areas that when I was using the Laduora Duo, I didn't have those thinnings. And I have watched the Laduora Duo video because I show before and afters there too. So this definitely works and is more affordable, but you do have to brush it. The helmet, I'm going to continue updating you guys, but so far I definitely see some baby hairs growing there. If you guys can see, for sure, those are new hairs. And so that is promising, but the full results is in 16 weeks. And with the Laduora Duo, you have to use for a few months to get results as well. So I wanted to mention that for you guys. So that is what I'm testing. I'm also testing, guys. Actually, I just finished testing, which I'm going to show you before and afters now too, the MEdicube Ussera. Oh my God, I love, love, love this so much. And I just finished testing, and I'm not currently using right now. I just started testing, as I mentioned, the NIRA Pro. But the results you see on my face right now are from the MEdicube Ussera because I just started using the NIRA Pro, so it's not going to give you results for 3 months. And I do have before and afters and also before and after video on my Ussera dedicated video, which I already shot. I shot actually when I completed 2 months, and now it's been 3 months since I started using this, and I did stop using it, but I still have results. but I'm behind editing. So on that video, my hair is going to be darker, and I feel like I actually look better after I shot that video. So I want to update you guys on that too, in case you watch that video once I post it. I definitely feel like I look better. I feel like what this did, this is a high frequency as well as ultrasound device for your face to build collagen, and you can use this on your face, forehead, and neck, not on your chest. The thing I find with this device is that it works quickly. Like, even when I use twice, I got results. Let me show my before and afters. I have more before and afters on the dedicated video because I don't want to be here, you know, I want to make sure that this live doesn't go super long, because I can talk about this for an hour, no joke. Love it, love it. I only not using right now because I started testing the NIRA Pro, and I'm a very honest channel, so I'm not going to use them together, so you can see which kind of results you can get from my current face with the NIRA Pro. But the face you see right now, if you saw older videos of me, I'm not wearing any makeup right now. It's so much more plumper and tighter already. But I do still have, you know, some wrinkles on my forehead that I can address. But even my under eye hollows are, you know, so much better. I mean, this one you do not use on your under eye. You stop it here. And I have a full tutorial on the Ussera, because I actually like the tutorial I did better than the one online. And I'll show, you know, watch the full dedicated video so you can get more tips on it, because I'm including the forehead too. It does work on the forehead, and I find that it did help with my fine lines, but I still have them, you know, because they are from making expressions. I don't have Botox or fillers. So it does work on smoothing it out, but I use it for 2 months, you know, a little over 2 months. If I wanted more results for the wrinkles, as I mentioned, I would have to use it for 90 days or longer, because that's how long it takes to build collagen. But for the time I use it, amazing, highly recommend. It is high frequency and ultrasound combination is the only device that I see in the market that has those two. It is not really radio frequency. I go into very details explaining on the video, and that's why it took me a while, because I had to really dig in on the research, because I like to explain to you guys what kind of tools, you know, work and which kind of technologies they use. And this one does not, you know, take the fat. As you guys can see, I feel like my cheeks are so much more plumper, and see, and even my crow's feet are better. And I've been using only this on my face, the whole face, and I was using the microcurrent only on the hoods, and the NIRA laser only on the hoods, because you don't put this on your hoods. So on my hoods, on top of here, I was using the eye hood lifting challenge tools and the ORALIFT, and the Ussera I was using on the forehead, on the rest of my face, and neck. For the neck, I liked it, but I find that I got better results for the neck contouring with the MEdicube, you know, EMS shot, which I'll talk about it. I mean, I'm not going to ramble too much, because again, on that video, on the dedicated video from the Ussera, which is coming up soon, I'm hoping to post that before the NIRA Pro. It is a very long video with lots of tips, lots of information, a full real-time tutorial, digging deep into the technology, because I want you guys to understand this technology, because I didn't. I took a long time to actually find information about it. MEdicube gives some information on the website, but I wanted more, because I want to make sure to give you guys the whole scoop that is not gonna damage your fat. Quite the opposite. I find that it really plumped my skin so much that it looks like I got fillers. Like my under eye look like I got fillers, but I didn't, is because when you build collagen, especially on the cheeks, you get this area here filled up. So even if I turn sideways, I find that I don't even need to use, like, when I do my makeup, I'm not putting so much, you know, any corrector, anything that I used to do on the under eye. You guys can see. And I have video on it too. On the video, before and after, that I'm going to show in the dedicated video, you'll be like, OMG. Let me show you just the frontal face from my, those is actually older photos. Like you can see right now, my face looks a lot better, and I've been getting comments like, oh my God, your skin looks so good, so plumped. Is this is the only thing I've used this, you know, since 2 months, over 2 months now. But on that photo was like a little bit over 2 months. Now it's almost, I think almost 3. Anyway, on the dedicated video, I talk about the timeline. I show the before and afters with dates on it, so you guys can get more image. Let me show you the quick frontal before and after, but on the dedicated video, I have a side before and after. I'll have even video before and after. So this is the, yeah, that was not even 2 months. That was almost 2 months. So I actually feel like I look better now than I did than I did when I first, started. So you guys, I mean, I think I look better now than I did in the almost 2 months, because I shot that video a while ago, guys, and this is what I looked on it was almost 2 months, but not 2 months. Now it's been 2 months, I think almost 3 months, I think 2 months and a half at least. But can you see the difference, guys? The difference is, I think, stunning, especially on the under eye hollows. You can see my face is brighter, firmer, and again, the face shape, that is the ORALIFT, which I mentioned before. You can see how my face was a lot more squared. And the face shape is the ORALIFT, because the MEdicube is not going to change the face shape. But you can see my jowling is better on the profile photo. But I wanted to just kind of mention that video is coming up. So if you want more before and afters and before and after videos with tips and really a deep dive on the technology of the Ussera, check out the dedicated video. But look my face, how much tired I look. And, even the wrinkles, you can see there, the texture of the skin is better, is brighter, the same lighting, everything, in almost 2 months. That one is not even 2 months. That is like almost 2 months, because I shot that video a while ago. I'm sorry about that. It's just I'm behind editing, So that's why I'm doing this video with a quick update, because all those are coming up. So this one, you can see now right now. I wish I can put the before. Let me see if I can see. I'm going to look like this. This is 2 months and a half. This is the almost 2 months. And when I started, almost 2 months. And now 2 months and a half. You guys can see like how more plump my skin looks. I think like I almost want to reshoot that video. I just don't have time. But I saw great results in almost 2 months, now being 2 months and a half. And I'm even more impressed with this tool. Love this. I only am stopping because I will be putting the NIRA Pro to the test. The NIRA Pro is different. It's a different technology. It does different things. Let me just mention really quick. The NIRA Pro works with the collagen and, definitely will give you, collagen and will help with the fine lines. And the NIRA Pro you can use on your thyroid. And I think somebody commented on the chat about the NIRA Pro. If you want to watch the replay, make sure you watch the replay, because I will go into the chat and probably answer that at the end of the chat as well. But if you watch the replay, I talk about the NIRA Pro with some of the differences of the NIRA Pro and the Precision Laser of the NIRA in the beginning of the video. But I will have a dedicated video on this pretty soon coming up on my channel. I already shot the video, so my hair looks different, and I will talk more about it. But definitely love this, but I will watch the replay, and I'll have the timestamps below so you can jump anywhere and go back into that information. But yeah, the surface is bigger on the NIRA Pro, but they're different technologies. This is just laser. This is high frequency with ultrasound, which I will go into the technology on this video more on the dedicated video. But the results you see on my face right now, the glow that I have, the skin that I have right now is from the Ussera. But I currently stopped using it so I can test the NIRA. So I have on the NIRA Pro dedicated video my before photos, and then I'll have after photos too, so that way you guys can see which kind of results you can get with just the NIRA, and then we can maybe make a comparison video when I'm done testing the NIRA. But so far, I love the Ussera. I wish I can continue using. I'm just stopping only because I'm a review channel and I have to test things for you guys, and I want to be honest, so I'm not going to use that right now, so you can see which kind of results you can get with the NIRA Pro. But I like that the NIRA Pro you can use on your thyroid. This one you cannot use on your thyroid. You can use it on your neck and forehead. And you can even use the NIRA Pro on your hands. This one, I didn't really hear if you can use in your hands. But this one definitely plump your skin like nothing. Like my nasal labial folds are completely gone now. And my cheeks are so much more plumper. I look more youthful. And the face is brighter. Definitely see smoothing on the wrinkles. And please watch the dedicated video. I have tons of before and afters and videos, before videos as well. And I'm also going to have deep dive into technology, which is the only device that mixes high frequency with ultrasound that I know, that I've tested, and is very effective. And even though I was not using microcurrent at all on the rest of my face, I did find that my cheeks feel lifted and my jowling is completely gone. Like, it's lifted, as you guys can see from the photo there. I mean, I have the profile photo that you can see the jowling. I don't have that much jowling because I'm 45, but definitely see some improvement and plumping. So that is my almost 2 months results. And because I shot the video a while ago, I just been meaning to finish editing. It's hard to find time, but I will show this pretty soon before I do the dedicated video so you guys can kind of see. And rest assured, I'm not going to be using the Ussera just so I can test the NIRA Pro. But when I'm done with the NIRA Pro, I want to do a video comparing because they're different technologies, but they both build collagen. I just found that this one on the second use, it worked so well. And you only use this twice a week for 7 minutes. That's another plus. And I have, you know, the coupon code for this so you can save some money. I'm not sure if they're going to have discounts like, you know, sales during the Memorial Day. I'll leave all those discounts or sales and coupon codes with my affiliate links on the description box below, because my coupon code with MEdicube, you can save on top of their sales. So I don't know which kind of sales they have right now. I'll make sure to update on the description box. But this is outstanding. I think from all the devices I've used, kind of radio frequency type devices is not radio frequency, which I'll talk about the differences on the dedicated video. I saw such a quick results in such a short time, and the results are still there even though I'm not currently using it. I stopped using for a week now. I still feel my face looks tight and plump and smooth. I love this. I wish I can continue using it. After I'm done with the NIRA Pro, I may go back to using this, and I want to do a video using this MEdicube Ussera with the MEdicube EMS shot, because the EMS shot so far was the best device that I've seen for my jawline. And you guys can see my jawline is not that great right now. This helps for sure, and I show on the photos that it definitely creates some definition, but the EMS, which is a different current than microcurrent, is a lot better for tightening your jawline because it's a bigger muscle group. This does not do microcurrent or EMS. This is just high frequency with ultrasound. So I find that this one would probably combine really well with EMS for a jawline, you know, that I can cut something on it. Watch my EMS shot video and you know what I'm talking about, because I miss my jawline from when I was using the MEdicube EMS shot. Still one of my favorite devices. I have not been using it because I'm testing other devices for you guys, but I want to go back using it. So I think my next thing to test it out after I'm done with the NIRA Pro test is to use the Ussera with the EMS shot. And that is kind of selfish of me, just because I missed that jawline. I want my jawline back. And I got my double chin back too, which does help tighten up a little bit. But watch that video and you know what I'm talking about. It's definitely amazing. I love, 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 love that device. Highly recommend. But I'm excited to test the NIRA Pro, especially because I have a double chin and I'm also having a lot of, you know, the Ussera did help on this area, but since you cannot use on the thyroid, the Ussera you cannot use on the thyroid, I'm excited to use the NIRA, because the NIRA you can use right on it. And I will have before and after so we can kind of update on the jaw contouring that the Pro can do, or help to tighten this area, which I have some fat on it too. I definitely want to see which kind of results you can get, which keep an eye on my channel. I would definitely have lots of before and afters. I already shot the video. I'm currently editing, and that's why I'm doing this live today, to kind of give an overview what's coming on my channel so you can keep an eye on it and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. The last thing I want to talk, oh yeah, this is not the last thing. I'm also still using my Aduro, hold on, sorry. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry. As far as LED lights, I still use the Aduro, which is a different technology than the NIRA, you know, so it's okay to use together. I'm not using as often, but I'm trying to use a couple times a week because I'm testing the Aduro for the, oh my God, broken capillaries. And I've been testing, and for broken capillaries, this is actually the only LED lights that can help with broken capillaries. And I have that video, which I talk about it on my channel, and I'll put that link of the whole video that I go into the details about the technology, why it helps broken capillaries, what are broken capillaries. And so this one I have to test for a long time to help broken capillaries. So that's why I'm continuing using it for broken capillary setting. So I'm not using the anti-aging setting, just the broken capillary setting, which is the, oh my God, is either the skin booster? Yeah, I think it's the skin booster. Anyway, go watch that video because this has 11 settings. So I go into details of each setting on many videos. I have a whole Aduro playlist. This is an LED mask that is very, very complete. And I love it. So I'm still using this, but only for the broken capillary setting. So I can update you guys because, you know, it's very hard to get rid of broken capillaries. And I will keep you updated on that. So the Aduro one is an LED mask. It has 11 settings, and I love this for acne. Let me show you really quick my before and afters from acne. This was when I did the dedicated video. You can watch the Aduro dedicated video that I talk about this, that I use for my cystic acne, and it clears up in 5 days, like of daily use. It's very potent for clearing acne and cystic acne. And when I did a recent video, on the Aduro mask about acne, because it doesn't look like it, but I am acne-prone skin. And recently I tested a product that did break me out, and I'll show you here. On the Aduro video, I showed that I used the product, and the next day I had an acne, and literally overnight, see April 24, 2:35 p.m., the next morning, April 25th, 10:44 a.m., the acne was gone. So this works for acne like nothing's, I mean, LED lights does work for acne, but this one has different settings that you can combine for even better results for acne, because it has green light, blue light, and red light, and also infrared that you can have on or off. Anyway, I go into more details on the dedicated video. I'm just mentioning because it is something I want to update you guys. I'm still testing out for the broken capillary, but it's going to be a while because that is something you have to use for a long time. So this is the only one that has the broken capillary setting. And I also have a coupon code. Actually, it gives you a gift of purchase with Aduro, with my affiliate link, and I'll leave that in the description box below. But I've been talking about this mask for many years. And yeah, and I actually purchased my first Aduro mask and then gifted to my mother-in-law because she loved it so much. And then they sent me this one, which I'm so grateful that Aduro did, but I did buy the Aduro mask as well, besides them sending it. So it's definitely something I recommend still, and I'm still using it because it is different than the NIRA laser, so it's okay to use together, and I'll update you guys on that. And another note about products that I like to, which is the last one that I'm talking about, and then I'm going into the chat because my husband is sick, so I need to attend to him too and pick up my son. So yes, so I'm going to talk about the last product that I am overdue to do a dedicated video on it, which is the Droplette. And I'm talking about the Droplette because and that's why I was late for the live today, because I was looking for my first Droplette. This is the first Droplette that ever came out. This came out, oh my God, it's like right before COVID or during COVID. I can't remember. Things just kind of blur around that time for me. But as soon as the Droplette came out, I purchased it, and purchased with my own money before there was coupon code, discount codes, sales. It was pretty expensive, but I purchased because I thought it was pretty interesting technology. This is a not a microcurrent, but a micro mister device that they have many different skincares that you can kind of mist in your face, and helps with collagen, all kinds of things. And I purchased my first Droplette myself. Still works, by the way, even though they have many updates, but I want to talk about it because I just bought Droplette 2, and I will have a dedicated video on it. But I bought my first Droplette. I loved it, but I didn't do a dedicated video because, you know, at that time, many things happened on my channel. You know, I got the vid, a lot of stuff happened. If you watch my channel for a while, I stopped posting for a while. That's why I never did a video on the Droplette. And also, which I mentioned on many videos, I like the Droplette, but you have to use with their own capsules. So it's something you have to account for because you have to spend money on the capsules, but their capsules are the bomb. Like, they are amazing. So is their deeper treatment. Do you need it? You have to see if it works for your skincare. Like, as far as tools, I got it. I like it. I still recommend, and I put my money on where my mouth is. Is that correct? That expression? Anyway, because I recently bought the Droplette 2. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview so you kind of know my history of the Droplette. I bought the first Droplette myself, which I will do a dedicated video now that I have Droplette 2 to talk about all of them. Then Droplette was very nice to send me the updated Droplette, which I accepted because I wanted to see if there were any differences between the one I purchased when it first came out and the one they released with a couple updates later. This one has a little more potent like a pump, but they both work, and they both work with the app. And that's why one of the differences that I recommend more the Droplette now, because they added an app that you can do deeper treatments like lip treatment, acne treatments, you know, fine line treatments with their app, which I have talked about. I put some Droplette videos that I have in the description box below. I don't have a dedicated one, which will coming up soon because I want to talk about the Droplette more since the Droplette 2 just hit and came out, and I bought it for Mother's Day for myself. That was my Mother's Day gift to myself. And why I bought it? Because I like it. And I definitely want to also test out for you guys and see the differences, because since I owned the very first Droplette that ever came out without nobody ever reviewing, I bought it. and used it and liked it. I just didn't like there was a subscription and I had to keep buying the, the pods. And, I'm sure everybody had some problems during the, my husband lost his job. Money was tight during COVID and I didn't really have money to keep buying pods. And that was one of the reasons I didn't purchase it. I mean, I didn't, recommend it. But now they changed a lot of stuff from the subscription. You can buy things without the subscription. And I think they're going to change even more. So that was one of the reasons, and I mentioned on both videos because I'm very honest, and I would never recommend something for you guys that I would not consider using myself or constantly use. So definitely I seen difference with the first Droplette, and I liked it. Could not afford to keep buying the pods, and that is my completely honest opinion, and loved it. So when they offered to send me the second, not the second Droplette, the second version of the Droplette that they revised, I accepted because I want to test out for you guys, and I did, and I love that they added more features. They added the app. It's a little stronger pump, but both pumps still work amazing. So I like the second Droplette, and I have talked about it on my channel multiple times. One of my favorite settings is the lip plumping setting, which I'm not using currently because I need to buy some lip capsules, but I'm going to start using, probably going to do a video that I test like the lip plumping setting for like a week or two, and then show my before and afters because it does plump your lips and it helps to, obviously it's not going to give you that, injection look, but it will plump your lips. I'm not currently using it because I don't have the capsules. And that's another thing about the Droplette you have to keep in mind. You have to buy their capsules. You cannot use with your own skincare, but they are worth it. Like their capsules are so, so good. My favorite is collagen and the lip plumping. So I didn't do the dedicated video yet because I was going to do before and afters of the Droplette using for like 2 weeks. So that is the Droplette they sent me. And then recently for Mother's Day, they released Droplette 2, which I bought it with my own money because I love it so much and I'm a review channel and I wanted to review for you guys and see the difference, and so far I will do a dedicated video on it. So far one of the main visual differences is that the actual charging port is smaller. You guys can see? So it feels a little more compact. And also, I'm just going to do quickly, guys, because I want to go into the chat. You guys have great questions that I want to come in and answer. Another difference is that on the new Droplette has like a little more of a button that you can feel it, and the old Droplette was just like a sleeve, like a little slivery. And by the way, if you have the old Droplette and you buy the new Droplette, you cannot use the old charger. It will damage. So that's something I read. So just so you know. So you have to use it with the new charger. And so far, I used it a couple times. It has a stronger pump as well. I like it. I will continue using for you guys, and I want to get the lip capsules to do the dedicated video with more before and after. So that way you guys can see if it's worth it, your money to get it, if something you need. But so far what I like about the Droplette, the most thing I like about it is the lip plumping because, I don't know, since I started using the CurrentBody lip thing and I realized my lips were aging and they were looking shriveled and I do have extreme dry lips, I kind of wanted to get interested on using the Droplette for my lips, especially for dry lips because it does plump it up. I'm not currently using the plumpiness you see right now is from the CurrentBody Lip Perfector. But as soon as I get the lip capsules, I will do a dedicated video showing the app, showing the new features, reviewing the new Droplette 0.2, which is, they just released it like this month for Mother's Day. They had a great sale and I got it. They're actually going to have great sales tomorrow for Memorial Day too. And I do have a coupon code with them as well. And I'll leave all that info on the description box below with all the links, all the coupon codes, so you can save some money because they also lowered the price of the Droplette. So when I bought the Droplette, was like almost $400. So I bought it when it just first came out. It was really expensive. Now the price lowered a lot. So tomorrow I think you can even get with the capsules for like $200. I would update you guys on the description box because it's a really good deal. I bought just the Droplette, but I just placed an order for the lip capsules because I want to do that review for you guys. So that way you guys can see. I like reviewing devices and doing the before and after so you can see the before and afters and say, hey, I need that or no, I don't need that. Do you need the Droplette? I don't know. You tell me. If it fits your needs, if it's something you would like to get, then it might be worth it for you. For me, it was worth it because I love the lip plumping setting and they're always coming up with new settings. The under eye one is also amazing. I have not been using it because, again, I was testing the Ussera. I didn't want to confuse the results. But when I did use the the Droplette under eye setting, it did plump up this area and plump up the wrinkles like immediately. And with long-term use, they say that it gives you kind of filler results because the capsules go really deep into the dermis and really builds up the collagen too. So definitely amazing technology. And they're going to come up, just a sneak peek, with one for the 11s, which I'm excited. My 11s are much better right now because of the ORALIFT and the microcurrent and the other device I was using, which watch the whole video. I always tell you guys everything I'm using in the order I'm using, so that way you guys know, you know, I'm not using everything, but whatever I use, I tell you, so you kind of see the results you can get. So do you need the Droplette? It's really up to you. It's more like a deeper treatment that I find that you can incorporate with your skincare, but you have to keep in mind that you have to buy their capsules, which is something that for me was a challenge when money was tight. Money's still tight, but I definitely love their lip plumping, so I invested on that one. And I'm not currently having any subscription with them, but the lip plumping you can buy just by itself, which I like that too. And I think they're going to change some of the subscription models. That way you can buy what you need as opposed to subscribe. But even when you subscribe before, which I did, you can stop the subscription at any time, switch the subscription. So it's very flexible. But you guys know, when you have subscriptions, you tend to forget. And that happened when I was subscribed to the Droplette and I ended up piling up on the capsules and I wasn't using, and then I, cancel the subscription, which you can as well. But anyway, I'm rambling. And that was one of the reasons I didn't do a Droplette video before, but they've been really amping up the features, making a better, I like this device. I feel like it has improvements. Do you need it if you have the older Droplette? I'm not sure. If you have the first Droplette, I still, I'm going to do the dedicated video to show them both misting so you guys can see. But even if you have the older Droplette, still works with the app, still works with everything. And I probably would not have gotten the new one, this one, if they didn't send to me. Honest, they're both great devices, still work. I decided to invest in Droplette 2 because it was Mother's Day. They had a great sale, which I will share the sale with you guys on the description box. That way you guys can see if it's a good time to get it, And it has some improvements than the first Droplette, from the connection with the app, and also from their pump is stronger. So I will put it more to the test. I only use it a couple times so far. And then I will definitely have you lots of before and afters. And I think, guys, that's it. From the things that I'm talking about, I'm going to have tons of videos on the description box so you can go watch. And after I put my dedicated videos on the NIRA Pro and the Ussera, I will also put in the description box or somewhere on the screen. That way, when you watch this video, you can go to those dedicated videos for more information about each of those devices. And now I'm going to go into the chat. So if you're watching this as a replay, thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. I hope you're healthy and safe, and I see you next time. And now let's go to the chat because I want to hang out with you guys a little bit. And soon I'm going to have to go because my husband is sick. So let's see. Hi, Princess of Jana. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's very, very sweet of you. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm going to try to do more. Thank God I catch your video on the right time. Thank you. I've been, right now doing very improv videos, like live videos. I'm trying to do once a week, but that's why you need to subscribe and do the notification, because right now I'm doing at least one live a week, but whenever I can, usually on Wednesdays or Saturdays sometimes. But life gets busy. My husband got sick, my son got sick, so I have to work around it, and that's why. But if you have on the notifications for all videos, then you can get notified when I go those quick lives. But as the year progresses, I'm moving to another studio soon. Move has been slow, and then I'm going to try to have a set day for lives, but usually Wednesdays in the morning. Wednesdays noon Pacific Standard Time usually, or Saturdays whenever I can, or truthfully whenever I can. I hop in the live, especially now that I got highlights and I shot so many videos with my old hair, with my hair without highlights. It's going to be confusing. You're like, what happened? I'm behind editing. But those videos are coming up with great before and after. So thank you so much for being here. If you recommended one device to a 26-year-old girl with dry skin, what would be? Microcurrent and hydration, which I actually talk about with the girl that did my hair. She's in her late 20s, and she was asking me to, I review a lot of devices. What do you recommend? I feel like when you're mid to late 20s, truthfully, all you need is microcurrent, because I started using microcurrent on my late 20s, and I wasn't even using that consistent, and I definitely saw improving, not just on the lifting. You're not going to see a lot of dramatic lifting because you already lifted, but you will see cumulative results and preventive results. Because one time on band camp, I'm joking. One time I actually went with one of my friends when she was getting her Botox, and she gets Botox, consistently. I don't have any Botox or fillers, guys, but I went with her because I was curious to see. And then, she asked, the guy, the injector, the doctor, which is an amazing doctor, really good. Like, she has great results. I have no judgment from Botox. My choice is not to do it just because my mom had a lot of bad reaction to it. And I want to show you, the whole premise of my channel is to try to show you things that you can age gracefully. And that's why I review all those devices. And I will always tell you if I decide to do down the line. So far, I want to keep using the devices. They're working for me. Obviously, nothing is going to make you look 15 or 20. No, not 15. Who wants to look 15? Sorry. Nothing's going to make you look like you're 25 again. Because I think that was the good age, like good, good age of my skin. But my goal is to look good at my age. I'm 45, I'll be 46 next month. And I have wrinkles. I have, but I like looking like myself and showing you guys ways that you can, look like yourself and age gracefully. Because I think aging, and I talk about, I'm just going to derail really quick, sorry. Aging is not just wrinkles, it's also feeling good. And that's why the premise of my channel is feeling happy, feeling healthy. Because as I'm getting older, and I had a lot of health things through this year since I started my channel, my goal is to be healthy and happy. And I have a lot of things that I'm sharing my journey with you guys. So aging is not just the wrinkles, it's also the inside and being healthy inside. So I have lots of things on my channel talking about that. But I find if you're in your mid-20s, late 20s, microcurrent should be enough, to be honest, and hydration, which I actually didn't do it. A lot of times, especially back then, a lot of the serums and creams gave me allergic reactions, and that's how I started my channel, by the way. I started doing a lot of DIY skincare because honestly, that's all I used. I ended up actually doing a formulation course to do my own skincare, which is a whole story I'll tell you sometime later, but a lot of my earlier videos is masks and potions and things I did myself because a lot of times I would buy store products and it would give me mad allergies on my skin, rashes, horrible, and I had some acne, cystic acne. If you watch my channel, you can see my whole, journey of skincare. So now I find the products that are coming up now, and I think that's why people got into the clean product crave, has worked better. Now I have less allergic reaction to products now than I did back then. And I feel like it's due to people being more conscious about ingredients. But back then, when I started my channel 10 years ago, guys, actually this year, it's been 10 years on YouTube. Wow. Yeah, it's been a long time. On and off, but now more consistent. And a lot of my videos in the beginning were DIY, which, by the way, those masks still work. I stand by them for the longest time. That's all I use on my skin, and my skin looked so good back then. But now it's harder to find the time to do, masking. I still try to do once in a while, and I still share a lot of those recipes. They still work. But yeah, if you're 26 or even early 30s, microcurrent, definitely. I don't think you need radio frequency or any of the other devices because collagen, you start losing collagen as you hit 25. And you start losing collagen, but you still have a lot of collagen and plumpiness. So all you need is prevention, hydration, sunblock, which I didn't do. Also sunscreen. So if you're in the late 20s or mid-20s, early 20s, sunblock, hydration, and if you must use a skincare tool, microcurrent, because you're training your muscles to be more lifted. And also I found that it helps prevent, or even use less Botox down the line. So continue my story really quick and I'll move on because I have a lot of questions, guys. Sorry, I'm rambling, but it's exciting when I went with my friend and then I asked the doctor and she asked the doctor, do you think she needs it? And the doctor said no. And I was like 38, no Botox. And it's so great to hear from a person that injects Botox that you don't need Botox. That's awesome. So that I think is due from using microcurrent on my late 20s, even not as consistent. But through my life, I stopped using microcurrent for long periods of time, went back on it. So it's still good to use any time of your life. But it's one of the tools that you can use in your 20s to prevent. And even if I decide to get Botox, probably be less Botox than I normally would because I'm training my muscles. And it's not going to, what do you say? It's not going to freeze your muscles. But I definitely feel like as I'm using microcurrent more and more, right now I'm not. And that's why I have more. But even the Ussera did help with my dynamic wrinkles. Yeah, I do have wrinkles. But I don't mind. I think wrinkles are okay to have some expression, and that's my choice. But yeah, rambling, sorry. Definitely microcurrent, hydration, sunblock. That's all you need, truthfully. I mean, from my personal experience. ORALIFT. The ORALIFT you can use, but you may not see as much results. The ORALIFT is a device you put in your mouth, and it helps with other things besides anti-aging. It also helps with your posture, helps with TMJ. I have really bad TMJ, guys, and that's one of the reasons I went back to use the ORALIFT, because it was the only thing that I've used to help with my pain in my jaw. And I crunch my grind my teeth a lot, and it was there. I don't want to show too close, but I have breaking things on my teeth. I crack my teeth because I clench and, grind my teeth at night because of my TMJ so much, and the ORALIFT is the only thing that has helped. So the ORALIFT was actually created by a dentist, and it's not just for anti-aging, also helps with that and posture, and has so many benefits. And the one reason I went back to use the ORALIFT is because I was curious to combine with other tools, but also to help with my pain, because when I grind a lot at night, I wake up, I have headaches. So this is the only thing that helps. So if you have, if you're younger and you have, TMJ or grind your teeth, or you want to do prevention, you can use for prevention as well, but you will not see as dramatic results as somebody that's older and is already having the bone shifting. And, it probably, I don't know, they do have photos on the ORALIFT website from younger people using it. So check it out. See if it's worth it for you. But I feel like microcurrent should be enough at your age with sunblock and hydration. But if you have TMJ or any pain, face pain in the jaw, this helps too. So that is something to keep in mind. Yeah, so the right age to start ORALIFT, I think, is the age. This is my mom, guys. Hi, Mom. Her name is Darcy. I'm actually Darcy Anna, by the way. My whole name is Darcy Anna. One name. My mom's Darcy. My grandma's Anna. Together. And my mom's Darcy. And she's so beautiful. She just turned 70, guys. Say hi to my mom. Send her some love in the comments. And yeah, so she just turned 70 years old. And I love my mama. And she's in Brazil right now. Thank you, Mama, for being here. And yeah, my mom, I give her a lot of tools. And she has microcurrent. She loves microcurrent. Even as you're older, you can use microcurrent. But my mom, as everybody get lazy, and she, sometimes don't use it as often. She loves gua sha as well. When she comes visit, we'll do a video together, because a lot of the stuff I learned from my mom, from using gua sha, from being mindful about skincare. And my mom did Botox back then. She doesn't do it anymore because she had some headaches and things. So anyway, yeah, so she's on the comments right now. My mom is watching, so I'm so excited. She never catches my lives, because in Brazil it was ahead of time. So, wow, the results of 3 times is amazing, especially in your... Oh my God, my husband is making a sound there. In your hooded eyes. Yes, I was focusing on those before and afters on my hoods. So the before and afters that she's talking about is from the beginning of the video, from my eye hood lifting challenge. Make sure you watched. I put the playlist because that shows other tools that I use, so you can use with other tools as well, showing the techniques. But the main premise is to use microcurrent with the ORALIFT and the NIRA laser. And the difference between combining them, because they would work by themselves, as I mentioned before, even if you just use the ORALIFT, you have some lifting in your eye hoods too. But I find that, of course, the ORALIFT is not going to help with the crepiness here. And that's what the NIRA comes in. This helps with the crepiness and rebuilding this skin here. But the microcurrent, you can use with any microcurrent for the eye hood lifting challenge. And I even show with other devices. If you don't have the bear, watch the playlist. That way you can, if you have the NIRA and the ORALIFT and you want to do the eye hood lifting challenge, check out the other videos, because I show tutorials with the Zip, with the MyoLift, with the Laduora Velvet Pro. And I will probably do other videos with different techniques. I have so many tutorials on my channel, so check it out. I'm only using the bear more consistent because it is so quick and easy to use, and you can use it for results. But the main thing is to combine the laser of the ORALIFT and the microcurrent. So make sure you check out the playlist for my eye hood lifting challenge, because I wanted to show different microcurrent tools. That way you can combine with the modality. Even though not all microcurrent tools are the same, they will all give you results. And I have many videos to check that out. Okay, guys, sorry, my device. Can you guys hear me? I'm so sorry. My camera just overheated because we've been on for a while. Hang in there, guys. I'm just gonna turn on and off really quick, and I'll be right back to answer all your questions. Oh my God, you guys have so many questions. I want to come back. So sorry. I hope you guys can still see me. My camera just died. So let me see if I can turn it on and off. So I might get disconnected for a second. Hang in there, guys, okay? Oh my God, my camera just overheated. We've been only for 1 hour. So let me try to turn the camera on and off and see if it works, okay? If I get disconnected, guys, I'm so sorry. And then I'll try to do another live to answer the rest of your questions, or you can make comments on the description box below. It's my first time my camera overheated. It's been hot in here. So let me turn the camera on and off. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to try to come back. If I don't, I love you all so much and I'll come back another day. But let me try. Okay, let me see if I can come back. Can you guys still hear me? I'm still here. Oh no, let me try back, come back. And I'll try, let me see if I come back. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Let me see. Oh, no. It's just because I'm gonna turn the air conditioning. I'm back, guys. The camera overheated, so I'm gonna turn my air conditioning on blast, because it's getting hot in here and I forgot to turn it on. So let me try to answer all the other questions before my camera. Oh my God, my air conditioning is completely off. No wonder. It's hot in here. So I'm going to turn the air conditioning on and hopefully my camera will not turn it off. But if it turns it off again, I'll turn it on and off again, which is so funny because that's first thing from technology. Turn it on again, off again. So let me see. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. I'm going to say hello to everybody and focus on the questions because I don't know if my camera is going to turn off again. Oh, hi. How are you, Carrie? Good to see you too. Good to see you. You're welcome on the updates. Make sure everything is going to be on the timestamp so you can jump anywhere. I have so many updates and so many great videos coming up. The full videos are coming up too with even more before and afters. Oh, the NIRA princess, she says, she's asked how many times I can use the NIRA in the week as a beginner. The NIRA you have to use daily. You have to use the NIRA daily. And it takes 2 minutes. And I'll have the whole NIRA tutorial on the description box as well. But honestly, I use about 5 times a week. But they suggest to use daily, even twice a day. I've never used twice a day. I only use once a day. And honestly, 5 times a week. But they suggest every single day, you know, twice a day to even better results. As I'm saying, like the more you use a tool consistently, you get better results. But those are the results of somebody using about 5 times a day, 5 times a week, once a day. But the actual description is to use every day, twice a week, if possible. Hi, Eric Orlando. Did you see the NIRA made a new laser? It has a bigger, yes. And I mentioned that I think when I saw your comment, I do have the NIRA Pro, which is the bigger NIRA laser, which the full review with tutorial is coming up. So make sure you check that out, which I talk about the differences. I show a whole tutorial, but just off the bat, I like it. I've used it a couple times so far. I like it. It's quick, painless, completely painless. But I find that I still need the NIRA Precision for this area here. And that is personally because I have hooded eyes and I'll be 46, so I get crepiness here. So you cannot use this on this area. It's too big. It's not safe to use on this area here. This is FDA clear for the face, even though you can use it on the under eye, like you can use it here, which saves some time. But for the hoods, you still need the NIRA Pro. So if depending on what you need, like if somebody is not concerned about the hoods, then I'll suggest just get the NIRA Pro. But if you're somebody that are aging and you have concerns with the hooding, then definitely the precision laser is something to consider still to get. So that is my just quick sneak peek, but I'll definitely have a whole dedicated video coming up. I'm so excited to hear about the MEdicube device. Yes, the MEdicube device that she's talking about is the Ussera. And this is different than the NIRA laser. This uses different technology. It uses ultrasound and high frequency, which is a little similar to radio frequency, but not really, which I go into the detailed explanation on the dedicated video that I also already shot. Sorry guys, I'm behind editing, but everything is coming up pretty soon. So keep an eye on my channel for that. But the before and afters were pretty. I have more before and afters on the dedicated video. I'll show the profile, the before and after video. But this is kind of like an after anyway, because my face, I have no makeup right now. I mean, I was hot, that's why I'm red, because you know, the air conditioning was off. But I definitely recommend this. And I'll put the link on the description box below because it's 7 minutes, twice a week. It does work. I love it. I'm so in love with this. It definitely works. But I will also have an update on NIRA Laser. And as a review channel, you guys, I'm always here to review for you guys. And that's why I always review different devices. So you can watch the videos and decide for yourself which one works best for your needs. But I just finished with the MEdicube Ussera, and I'm so happy with my results. I'm so much more plumped. And let me show you the before and after again. And I look more rested, and I can go on and on and on. But on the dedicated video, and this is even older, this is the almost 2-month result with the Ussera, and it's amazing. So definitely keep an eye on that for the dedicated video. Hi, Sherry, so good to see you here. Hi, Darcy, thanks so much for all your helpful lives. I just bought the Zip. Nothing in microcurrent seems to give me a lift. Sherry, I have a lot of I have tutorials on the Zip, and I'm going to be doing more tutorials on the Zip, because one thing I want to do with the Zip is that I want to do like the Zip 30-day challenge, because they have so many tutorials. One of the, do I have the Zip here? Yes, I do. I do have the Zip here. One second. I hope my camera doesn't die. I have the Zip here. The Zip is, this is the Zip device that Sherry got the Zip. I love it. I still recommend the difference. So I'm rambling. The difference between the Zip and other devices is that the Zip combines not just microcurrent, but also nanocurrent, and uses many different waveforms. So the Zip has things for wrinkles, for plumping the skin too, Sherry. The Zip will help plump the skin and give you that plumpiness on the cheeks. It will help with wrinkles. It will help to lift, but you have to use consistent for a while. And is the only device that combines nanocurrent with microcurrent. And I bought my first Zip in 2016. I still recommend. The app, Sherry, is very advanced, and they're always adding new treatments. So don't give up on it yet. If you just bought it, keep using it, because I did use the Zip by itself at the time when I purchased it for a whole year, and I saw amazing results for skin quality, for dark spots, because it goes deeper than just microcurrent. Is a full like spot treatment on its own. Like, I highly recommend the Zip. I also have like a discount code, 20% of the Zip. If you're interested, I'll put the description on the description box below, because it is an expensive device, but it lasts forever, and I still recommend the Zip. So Sherry, I will have more tips for you on the Zip, and I plan on doing a Zip challenge. Maybe you can join me on that challenge later this year. Once I'm done testing the NIRA Pro, I want to do the Zip challenge, especially because I have so much hyperpigmentation from not using sunscreen, which is first anti-aging, use sunscreen, and I definitely want to use the Zip. When I was using the Zip back then, my skin was flawless. I had no sunspots. It helped with acne. So it's a very powerful device, but it has so many features that it's kind of hard to use all of them. And that's why I want to do the 30-day challenge and kind of combine different treatments. And for the people that got the Zip, you can get even more tips. But definitely, I highly recommend the Zip. And I do know, Sherry, that you have the ORALIFT too. So use the ORALIFT with the Zip for even better results for your lift. And be patient. Everything takes 3 months to 4 months to really see results. Consistency is the key. And as you saw on my new Ussera video, on the Ussera before and afters, this is almost 2 months results. And now it looks even better. So the more you use a device, and that is with any device, guys, you gotta give some time. Don't give up, be consistent. And even if you're not as consistent, try to do as much as you can. Like I mentioned, with the NIRA, it says to use every single day for 2 minutes, twice a day. I use once a day, 5 days a week. Got results. So, but it still need to be consistent. If I completely stop using the NIRA, which I have done many times in my life, it goes back to what it was. So consistency is the key, Sherry, and I'm here for you. If you have any questions, it will lift you up. Obviously, we're different age, but especially since I do remember you have the ORALIFT, use it and combine it with the Zip. In all the settings of the Zip, you definitely see a difference. I highly recommend you get the lift. But obviously you have to be, have to have also expectations, different ages, but you will definitely see a difference. And take before and after, Sherry. For sure, take before and afters. It definitely helps. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you here. And so much information. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Princess. I appreciate it. I love doing these lives, and I love you guys' questions and hanging out with you guys. I also just bought the new NebuLift, way less expensive, and I'm really liking it. Oh, you bought the new NebuLift. Let me know how you like it. They just released a new NebuLift that has a setting for the under eye, which I'm curious because the older NebuLift I never really used under the eye. So keep me posted, Sherry, how you like it. It definitely is less expensive, and I also have a coupon code so people can add that, and I'm sure they're gonna have sales too now for Memorial Day. I'm gonna check after the live all the sales that are coming up, and I'll put that in the description box below, because holidays are the best time to buy devices, guys. It's the best. I bought myself, I just bought the new Droplette for Mother's Day with a huge discount, so now they're gonna have discounts. So I also look for holidays to buy devices, so I'll check all the sales and I'll put that in the description box below. And if you're watching this video after the sales are done, I'll make sure to update this video as different sales come throughout the year, because that way you can come to one spot. But definitely let me know, keep me posted, and if I get to try it, I'll do a review on it. I did like the original NebuLift. I have both of them, and they're really good. It's something you do have to use daily for 10 minutes, Sherry, so that keep that in mind too. It is something you have to incorporate into your routine, as opposed to the Ussera, which is a different technology. I'm just showing that different devices have different usage. Use twice a week, 7 minutes. The NebuLift, use every day for 10 minutes. It's kind of part of your routine. It's very relaxing. I do recommend. I love it. And it definitely builds the collagen and plump everything up. No, I think you're talking about the NIRA, because I was showing them together, and the Ussera. No, they're not the same. Or you're talking about the NIRA and the other NIRA. Anyway, so comment below which device you're talking about, if they're two the same. But the NebuLift, the NIRA, sorry, I'm looking at the camera and just pressing. The Ussera and the NIRA Pro are different technologies, different devices. They both build collagen, but they are used differently. And so far, I've used this one for 2 months, a little over 2 months, now 2 months and a half. And the before and after you saw for a little over, 2 months. And I will be testing the NIRA and then show my results with the NIRA. They both build collagen, but they're not the same device. They use different technologies. And in case you're talking about the NIRA Pro and the Precision NIRA, they're not the same device. One is FDA cleared for the eye area, and the other one is FDA cleared for the whole face, neck, décolletage, and hands. And a review is coming up on that one. I just started using it, so I can't tell you like the results you can get with that, but I imagine would be they claim fine lines, which I still have some on my forehead. Again, everything takes time, but you have to have realistic expectations. So I will definitely show you my results with the NIRA Pro once I'm done testing. So let me know, Princess, below which devices you're talking about. But I'm talking about a lot of devices today, so that's the lowdown. Thank you. That's talking to my mama. Thank you. So do I have to buy separate gels when I buy the Ussera? No, the Ussera actually the Ussera device you can use with their microcurrent gel, which is on my table right now because I use that with anything. That is the best gel, and it's pretty affordable too. I definitely suggest to use with their gel because it is more affordable and is a living formula, and that's the one I use for my results. And the ingredients are clean, it's good, you don't have to wash it off, and I buy on bulk. I might show you, I don't know, I don't want to step out because I don't want to lose my mic, but I literally buy them on bulk because I love their gel. So I suggest using with the MEdicube gel, which I'll put the link on the description box below. I also have a coupon code with them, and their gel is worth it. You can use with other microcurrent gels as well, or yeah, you can use with other microcurrent gels, but I highly suggest to use with their gel because, oh yeah, this is I don't know if I showed you, this is just the cradle and you charge it here, but you use the device like this. Yeah, I highly recommend if you get the Ussera to use it with the MEdicube gel because one is the best microcurrent gel, radiofrequency gel that is in the market for the price. Clean ingredients, living formula. I can go on and on. I literally have 2 ones that are unopened and one that I'm using right now. I buy that in bulk myself, is my favorite. So I recommend using with their gel because it is heat. So you definitely want to have that. And I'll show on the whole dedicated view how to use it. But I definitely recommend. One second.
Where's the gel?
Oh, it's right there on the table. My husband is here really quick. Is a MEdicube. No, it's like a long... No. Yes, there's so many things on my desk. That's okay, baby. That's okay. It's probably behind the mirror. Do you see like a tube, a transparent tube?
I'm looking.
Yeah, sorry. My husband is here and he's trying to find the gel. There you go. That's it. That's it. See, it's empty because I use this. I have actually 2 on my table. This is the empty one. And I have 2 unopened and 1 half bottle there because I use it until the very last drop. That is the gel I recommend, HR Booster Gel. It's amazing, and I buy the big one. It's amazing, and I don't want to get up, but I have boxes, like 3 boxes unopened, 1 half used, and this empty one, which I squeeze until the very drop. I love this gel, and that's the one I recommend to use with Ussera, but you can use with other microcurrent gels, but definitely use it with a gel. You need to use it, and I show in the tutorial exactly how to use it. It's really, really good. Let me see. Hi, Margaret. Thank you for letting me know you heard me. Now that I have the air conditioning, hopefully my camera will not turn off, but so far, it's... My husband just super chat me 100. Thank you, baby. You're so funny. That's my husband. Hi, baby. Wow, that's a very young photo of him. But thank you. I appreciate it. That's so sweet of you. And that's my husband super chatting me. That's so sweet. And hi, Sherry. What's the spelling of the Medicube? Is U... I don't wonder if I have the box here. I will have the link on the description box below. I'll put the link after I'm done with the discount code too, because you can get 10% on top of their sales with my discount code and link. And I'll put that. It's Ussera, Ussera. And I'll put the links of everything I talked about on after the video on the description box below. And I definitely recommend. That's amazing. And I will have a dedicated video. This is just a sneak peek because I already shot the video. I'm still editing. Oh, I hope I'm not too late. Thank you, baby. That's my husband. I'm thinking to get the NIRA Pro. Hi, Margaret. She said, I'm thinking to get the NIRA Pro Nibble Lift Rose for the face, ORALIFT in zip, hopefully new one that has not came out. But for hooded eyes, NIRA Older or Venus, or what else is there? For the hooded eyes, if you mean the skin that gets really crepey, I still prefer the NIRA for that, because the NIRA has a heat that goes really deep to really help this collagen production. The Venus I like too, but it's a different technology. It does help with collagen production, and it does help to lift the face, but I think if I am between those two, I like the NIRA better for this area here. But the Venus also helps with fine lines and wrinkles and helps the whole eye area. You kind of use it with, with eye creams. So I still use the Venus sometimes if I'm really puffy or before I do my makeup. And it gives you, even though it's not microcurrent, it does give you a lift, like an instant lift. So I do love the Venus. But if you are really concerned about hoods and you're aging, I feel like the NIRA, it's still my favorite for being so quick and really, as you saw my results, really help with this area here. And you mentioned the NIRA Pro. The NIRA Pro is for the whole face and neck, décolletage, and hands, but not for the hoods. So, and then the new face ORALIFT, I definitely recommend. Even if you have other tools, this is like, there's nothing like this. Like, it really, really works. As you guys saw, like my face and for pain prevention and really, really helps. And the zip, yeah, I think they might be coming with a new zip. If I get it, I'll definitely review for you guys. But even the older zip is amazing, guys. The technology was so ahead of its time. And she said, what else is there? Yeah, I mean, depending on your age, Margaret, I don't know, you look pretty young. So if you can tell me, if you don't mind, tell me your age, because really the tools depending on your age, and I'll do a video about that, guys. That way you guys can kind of understand for which kind of age groups the tools are. If you're somebody older, that you're noticing more gonking, more skin sagging, especially as you're like in your 40s or late 30s, you're going to see more sagging. Definitely may consider including a radiofrequency device to plump up, because as we get close to menopause, we lose a lot of collagen. But if you're a lot younger, then I would say microcurrent is all you need, really. Hydration and sunblock if you're like late 20s, early 30s, or don't have so many signs of aging. But the Venus is still helpful for puffiness, and it does help build collagen too. Just the NIRA is just a different technology than the Venus for that area. So again, I don't know your age, so maybe the Venus, if you're very young, would work for you, but if you're older, definitely the NIRA. So I hope I answered your question, Margaret. And there's so many devices that come in the market, and I review everything for you guys with before and after. So also check out my dedicated video so you can see my results and see if it fits your needs. But I always tell you, don't need everything that's out there. You just get things that are for your needs and age, and use it. The most important thing is to use it. So nice of you, David. Yeah. Oh, he's so sweet. He brought me some water. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. And he's sick too. And he's wearing a mask. He has strep throat. Yeah. Eric, hi Eric, you saw me on the products, it's in my card, the MEdicube. Okay, Eric, make sure you use my code so that way you can save even more. I don't have the my code for MEdicube. Let me see which one is it. So that way you can save 10% on top of the sale. So let me know. You can check my other MEdicube videos for my code if you like. I didn't put it on the description, but at the end I'll put all my codes because you can always combine with sales. So yeah, so definitely get that. It's worth it for sure. Sherry's smiling. That's so funny. Darcy really deserved the support. Thanks, David. Thank you so much for your lovely fam. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was before. Yeah, so if my camera goes off again, I know I can turn it on and off again. And I would do that for, you know, if it does that. But now with the air condition, I think it'll be okay. Hi, Michelle. Any idea if the Nebulift causes volume loss? I have volume loss on my face. I have been focused on sculpting it, lift, plump, and founder's favorite on the zip. I wanted to get the Nebulift, but not sure. The Nebulift will not cause fat loss, Michelle. And I know you have the zip. The zip will help plump the skin too, which I wanted to do the zip 30 days, which I will down the line. But if I must suggest, I think, if you have the Nebulift, it still works, guys. You can still use it. Use 10 minutes a day. But from using the Nebulift and using the Ussera, I don't like saying that, like which one I like better, because the Nebulift works amazing. And I would still use it too if I'm not reviewing other devices, because I love the feeling. It's only 10 minutes. But I think the Ussera, especially if your concern is volume loss and plumpiness, I honestly feel like look like I have fillers. Like, look at my under eyes. Like, I'm not wearing any makeup, and I'm not wearing any like concealer, and look at that. This got so much plumper, and I'm not even using on my eyes. I was using on my cheeks. Yes, radio frequency will also build collagen, plump it, but this uses more than radio frequency. It uses something actually stronger than radio frequency, and it doesn't cause volume loss at all. Like, as you guys can see, I am so plumped. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the thing because I am honestly so surprised. And so this one, Michelle, if I must suggest, if you're in between the Nebulift or you're considering something for volume loss, this is only 7 minutes twice a week, and it works like amazing, quickly. And you will, especially if you combine it with the zip, I think is an amazing combination. But also use the zip. You know, the zip does have the plumping, and it does help with collagen as well, and the skin, because the zip has the nanocurrent. But I think if you are between the Nebulift and your concern is volume loss, definitely I would suggest the MEdicube Ussera. And I'll put the links in all codes on the description box. I'll also put the Nebulift link. I still recommend the Nebulift. I love it. It's very good. You use 10 minutes every day. But from the time I use the Nebulift and the times I use, you know, I didn't use as consistently because I was reviewing other devices, but I find that for me, being busy, I like the MEdicube better. It's only twice a week, 7 minutes. And I'll have the full dedicated video. This is just a sneak peek because I shot the video so long ago, and I even look better now than I look when I did the video. So if I am completely honest, like, consider you my friend, Michelle, I think you like better the Nebulift Ussera for volume loss. And combining that with the zip, you will be very, very happy. And on the Ussera video, I'm going to talk about the technology of it and show examples of what exactly it does under the skin. It's pretty high technology. I honestly feel like it's, some people are putting on the radio frequency category. I think it's its own category, and I'll talk about it. Yes, I'll talk about it on the other video. So make sure, Michelle, if you want to wait, let me go back to Michelle real quick. If you want to wait until I do the dedicated Ussera video so you can see the technology, and then you can watch the Nebulift video, and then you can decide which one works better for you too. I like you to decide what's best for you, but from my experience using it, I like the quickness, and the results are still happening. So yeah, so wait, I already did the video, Michelle, so if you want to wait a little bit, I will have the dedicated video, and you can see more before and afters from me using the Ussera, and then you can compare with my before and afters from using the NIRA, which I show before and afters on my NIRA video from the first use, and I also show my Ussera video, my results from first use, but even with second use, I already got results. So, hi David Blayton, are you still using the ORALIFT? Yes, I am currently using the ORALIFT, and if you're watching this now, I'll put the timestamps below so you can jump in the beginning of the video, because I'm showing my, oh, actually, let me show you right now. This is my 3 months results. And what I'm doing right now, I'm using the ORALIFT with the ORALIFT is the results you see on the rest of the face, which is sort of like more youthful shape, because it kind of reverses the shape of the aging. It doesn't change your face shape, but this is my 3 months result using the ORALIFT, and also the NIRA laser on my eye area and the Bear on my eye area, the microcurrent. So, but go back, David, if you can, after I post the video, I'll put the timestamps, and you can, I talk a lot about it, but I'm still using the ORALIFT. I'm going to use for another month, and then I'm going to stop for 4 months. But the ORALIFT helps with creating the space here on the jaw, so it actually shifts your bone structure to what it was. It doesn't change your face shape. It only shifts to what it was, so really helps other devices work better. It also lifts your face. But if you want to incorporate the ORALIFT with microcurrent, is better, because the microcurrent, you can physically go on a specific area, which I've been using only on my hoods. I'm not using microcurrent on the rest of my face. And so yeah, so watch the rest of the video if you can, for the playback, and then I go into a lot of details about it. Oh, they're coming out with a new zip called Halo Zip. Yes, I've heard it. I don't have it yet. I will for sure once I get it, if they send to me, or I don't know if it's available for sale yet. I will for sure review and compare, Sherry, but from having the first zip and then the zip they released, they all should be amazing. Even if you have the older zip, it should still work, because they always improve the technology, and I'm excited to see. I still don't have it, but once it comes out, I will for sure get it to review for you guys, for sure. Yes, the volume on my face, let me go back. Can you see how I look on the before photo? Like my cheeks are less volume and my under eyes are more hollow. And on the original video, I mean not the original video, on the dedicated Ussera video, and that's how you spell Ussera. Somebody asked me how to spell Ussera, Ussera. And I'll have the links on the description box as soon as I'm done with the video. I just didn't have time to do the links, because I went live really quickly and I talk about all that stuff. So I will have the link if you guys are interested on the Ussera with my affiliate link and discount code, because whatever sales they have, when you use my discount code, you can save on top of their sales. So it's a really good deal. And yes, I found that the volume I got back, I'm 45, I'll be 46, so I don't have a lot of volume loss yet, but I do have some. But I found that, especially on my under eye, it's completely gone. Like I find like I don't need to use concealer anymore. I definitely have a lot more plumpness over my face. So yes, thank you. And the photo is about 15 years ago. Oh, it is 15 years ago? No, I thought that was a 10-year photo. I think he's looking, oh, his photo, because I talked about my husband's photo. It's a 15-year-old photo. So yeah, but he's too lazy to change it. Thanks, baby. He's so funny. Yeah, but my photo from the ORALIFT is a 10-year-old photo. And when will the Ussera video be posted? I want to purchase with their Memorial Day discount, plus your discount also will be fine to use if I'm Retin A. It doesn't stay on the website. Okay, Orlando. The Ussera video, I already shot it. I'll probably be posting as soon as I can finish editing. And that's why I kind of doing the sneak peek. And I have more photos on that video too, but you can see from this video and the other photo, it does work. So if you want to take advantage of the Memorial Day sale, you can use my discount code, I think it's Darcy10, and save on top of it. And I'm telling you, it works. It's literally one of my favorite things I tested so far. I only stopped it because I will test the NIRA Pro and also show you the results. But I think for volume and quick results, the Ussera so far is my favorite. And I have been using the ORALIFT as well, but it's different. You know, as you guys saw earlier in the video, I mentioned which kind of results you can get. And I have a ORALIFT video too, so you can watch the results. But the ORALIFT is not going to plump up your skin as much as radiofrequency or radiofrequency-like technology is. And the Ussera uses high frequency and ultrasound, uses two different types of technologies that plump your skin and plump the collagen like there's nothing else. And it's only twice a week for 7 minutes. And on the dedicated video, I will post as soon as I can finish editing. I show a whole tutorial, including the forehead, which on their tutorial is a little confusing on their website. Yeah, so I will have lots of information about the technology, but definitely if you want to get during the sale, go ahead and use my discount code to save even on top. And I'll go over all the sales, guys, because I know there's so many sales coming up right now. I'll put all those in the description box as soon as I'm done with the video, because it's worth it. And you can use a Retin-A, but the way to use it is when you're using the Ussera, you do it on a cleansed face, use it with their gel. Definitely recommend, get their gel. And then you can either, it's a leave-in gel. You can either wash the gel and then put the Retin-A and then go to sleep, but don't use with Retin-A underneath. Make sure you don't have Retin-A when you're using it, but you can use Retin-A after you use the device, especially since you only use the Ussera twice a week. Is even better because you don't have to use it daily. That way, if you're using Retin-A, you can maybe try to skip Retin-A that day if you want to, because that way, if you have the leave-in gel, you don't have to wash your face. I hate washing my face after the microcurrent. That's why I always buy leave-in gels. But if you must use a Retin-A every day, you can wash off the gel and then put your Retin-A and do your regular skincare. What I personally do is I put a good serum underneath and then put the microcurrent gel, on it, use my Ussera, and I go to sleep. I don't put anything else on my face, but that's the only way that you have the difference. But I'll try to talk about that maybe I'll put that on the description when I do the video. But yes, but definitely if you want to get it on the discount now, my discount code adds to the discount, so it's even better. I think it's Darcy10. Don't quote me on that. I'll put that on the description box in a little bit. Okay. Thank you. It's my first live and you answer my questions. So happy that I answer all your questions. I'm almost 40. Great skin, not bragging, but hooded eyes are getting to me. That's what Margaret said. Yes, you look like you're really young, so good job. And I definitely feel like you're almost 40. So for sure, I think the NIRA would work better for you, especially if your concern are hooded eyes. So the NIRA with microcurrents would work really well. And you can see that's the results. Microcurrent, because it will help lift, because NIRA is not going to lift the muscle. The microcurrent lifts the muscle, and the NIRA will help tighten this area here. And you saw my results. Look at my hoods. You see the crepiness, and this is results with microcurrent and the NIRA. But you can see how the skin is so much tighter, and that's the 3-month results. So definitely, I highly recommend the Precision NIRA if your concern are the hoods, because this is what you can use here. And the NIRA Pro is for the rest of your face and under eyes. Don't give away all my secrets. That's my husband. It's so funny. So Michelle, I wasn't sure if ORALIFT was making my face thinner. No, the ORALIFT will not make your face thinner. It doesn't really change the shape of your face. But as you mentioned, you are losing some volume. So the ORALIFT will not bring back the volume. It will shift your bone structure what it was. But we still lose collagen. I don't remember what's your age, Michelle, but I know if you're concerned of volume loss is probably on your 40s or, because we start losing volume loss and bone loss. But what the benefit of the ORALIFT is that going to lift your bone structure to what it was. So when you're using something like the Ussera or radiofrequency, you're working on building the collagen. So you will get more plumper, but the things will go back to what they were. Because as we get older, we may start looking more gonky because we're losing the volume. And on my case, I was looking more like wide as I am right now. Like my face is a lot wider. And that happens a lot too. But I still haven't lost a lot of volume loss because I'm still, my 40s. But as I get older, I would probably have more hollowness here. I was having hollowness on my under eyes. So for hollowness and volume loss, collagen, you need more collagen. And the ORALIFT will not build collagen, but it will lift your face, lift the muscle, lift the bone. So when you're using microcurrents, everything's kind of going to go back to where they were. And if you use, again, if you're older, and that's what I talk about, I'm probably going to do a video on devices that people need to use at their age group. If you're older, microcurrent is not going to build up volume. ORALIFT is not going to build up volume. What builds up volume is something that builds collagen, which is LED lights build a little bit, not that much. It will help, but not going to really raise it up as radio frequency or a technology like high frequency from the Ussera, which is a different, they is their own thing, which I'll talk about on the video, is a mixture of high frequency with ultrasound, which gives you a more plumping result than radio frequency from my personal opinion from using it. So definitely, if you're using the ORALIFT and using microcurrent and using a radio frequency, I know it sounds like a lot, but as we get older, we have different needs. What you need is collagen to build up your face. So if your face is looking thinner, it's not the ORALIFT, is that as we get older, we do lose the fat pads. I also have a good friend of mine, Claudia Glows, that review, which you guys have asked me before. I'll put her video on the description box below, because she reviewed the product called the Adipo, I think. I'll put her video on the description box below, because you guys ask me about fat loss a lot, and her video, this cream is very expensive, but that cream addresses volume loss from fat pads, specifically fat pads. If you're younger, it's not going to do anything, and that's why I don't really have a lot of fat loss yet. That's why I'm not going to review the cream, because it is expensive and I don't find that I need it. I think for me is only collagen loss for my volume loss. So radio frequency or the Ussera addresses that really well. But if you are somebody that are concerned about fat loss from the fat pads, I will leave Claudia Glow's video on the description box below, because she does a great job. She have a video on the 3-month result from Adipo, and she has a video on the 6-month result for Adipo, and she has a lot of fat loss from the fat pads, because she's older than me. She's amazing. She's beautiful. I love Claudia Glows is her channel. I'll leave that video, Michelle, so you can check it out too, because again, volume loss has to do with collagen loss, but also fat pad loss. But I find that if you build collagen, you will feel plumper a lot for sure. Like I find that I don't need to do the Adipo because I don't have fat loss. I actually have a lot of fat. Like I have double chin, you know. So I feel like for me right now, I don't need the Adipo, but it's cool that they came up with a cream that can do that. So check that out. I'll leave at the end of the video. I'm trying to put all those links so people can watch it. But I know I get a lot of questions about that. So Michelle said, yes, volume loss is a concern. So if volume loss is a concern, you need to address something that builds collagen, like the Ussera or radio frequency devices. And they vary on usage and prices, but the Ussera did such a good job for me. And I just finished using that, so I'm raving about it. Definitely works. So that for volume loss, you have to find something for collagen or fat loss. For fat loss, there's nothing in the market. I mean, my friend just reviewed a product that just came out in the market for fat pad loss, but it's a cream, it's a pretty expensive cream. So I highly suggest maybe try first something like the Ussera, and then see after the 3 months if you need the Adipo, because the Adipo is pretty expensive, like $75 cream. You might want to invest on a tool that can give you collagen, because collagen will also work on plumping. Or if you definitely just want to try the cream, you can do that too. I'll leave her review because I love her review. She went into detail about everything on that cream, and I'm not going to review it because I don't need it, but I know you guys have asked me before, and at the time I didn't know, but I watched her video, and you should definitely check her out. But for me, the Ussera definitely did it for the plumping and the volume, and what the Ussera does is build collagen. Yes, love the zip. Okay, thank you. I'll read more about the Ussera. Yes, I will have that, Michelle, a whole dedicated video on the Ussera. I already shot it. With my before and afters one was before, let me go back here. It's almost 2 months. So I was just using for a month and so on that video, which I'm so sorry, guys. I'm behind editing. So that video is on almost 2 months, was not even 2 months. And now it's 2 months and a half. So it's even looking better now. So the Ussera, love it. And thank you so much, Michelle. I'm very honest with you guys. And you can always count on me showing my before and after so you can see for yourself. Yes, I'll wait for the video. Yes, the video is going to be very detailed. And that's why it took me so long, because I researched so much about the technology, because I couldn't find the difference between these and radio frequency. And I wanted to tell you, because it is not radio frequency. And a lot of reviews I saw, because the definition is very similar, so I'm not saying the other reviews are wrong. It is very similar to radio frequency, but it's not radio frequency, you know? So I wanted to really be accurate on the description, and even on their website, they made it sound like it's radio frequency, but it's not. So I found the research, and I'll talk about it on the video, and that's why it took me a long time, because I like to go deep on the reviews, and I've been using for a long time, and definitely, as you can see, the more you use it, it's been 2 months and a half now since I shot the video, and it's looking better. Yes, great results you have. Thank you for sharing, and your videos are amazing. Thank you so much, Margaret. I really appreciate it. Michelle, you're 52. Yes, so definitely you would like those, Sarah, because I'm 45, I'll be 46, and I didn't even know that I had so much loss, and my cheeks are so much more plumper since I started using it. And radio frequency did a good job for me too, but I just like, for my lifestyle now, is just quicker. 7 minutes twice a week. And I mentioned in the video that it's even harder to not use as much because you want to use more often, but all you need is really twice a week. Have you heard of Silk and Titan? My friend gave it to my doctor, but none of them YouTube discusses. Thank you always for answering. The Silk and Titan, somebody mentioned it. I haven't used it. It is radio frequency. I did, like somebody mentioned to me, again, I review a lot of devices, so it doesn't mean I'm not going to review down the line. Fortunately, I only have one face, and I like to review devices for a while. So that is what's hard to review too many devices. You know, I do one at a time, and I do take my time on each one so you guys can have a very honest review. So I'm not sure if I'm going to review down the line. I've heard of it. It is radio frequency, but I haven't personally used it, or I have not seen like so much of the research on it. Again, even radio frequency are different. Like the NebuLift is a different technology than the NIRA, which I also love. I love the NIRA. You do have to use more often, but I found that my results with the NIRA were lasting. Like even after I stopped using the NIRA for months, I still have my plumpness. So I like that. It's really important to realize that radio frequency devices are different than microcurrent. Microcurrent, you're working in a muscle, and you can stop for 2 months, still have a lift like with the bear, but at some point, everything's going to go south again. But I realized when you build collagen, it takes a lot longer to go south. So the results I got with the NIRA, and you can watch my video, it took a long time. Like I had to use 5 times a week for 3 months. And I show my 30 days results, which are great, and I kept using it. But the moment I stopped, I still got my results. Because when you build collagen, what's going to happen if you stop? You're going to still have your results, but after you get older, you start losing more collagen, and then you lose the results, but over time. So I like radio frequency for when you're older for that reason, because the collagen you gain is not going to disappear in a week. You're going to keep it. So yeah, so you just have to find the tool that works for your budget and schedule. But all the tools I have reviewed, I loved it, and they work. And the one I reviewed recently is they keep making newer technology. Is a newer technology than the ones I have reviewed. So I will definitely talk about it. But I still stand by my other reviews. NIRA, amazing, works, awesome. I loved it, and it's very relaxing to use. Also give you instant results. And I think they're having a great sale on the NIRA too coming up. So if you want to check out that video and my results, I still recommend the NIRA. And after you use it for like a couple months, you can go once or twice a week. So you can keep a maintenance mode. But to start, you have to use 5 times a week, and it takes 30 minutes. And that's why I kind of like the NebuLift is 10 minutes every day forever. Like you don't go into I will do a video comparing all the radio frequency devices too, but you don't go into maintenance mode with the NebuLift. You keep using it, but it's a great device to incorporate into your skincare. And the Ussera is only twice a week for 7 minutes. So for my lifestyle, I like shorter treatments, and I'm honest about that. And the Titan, I don't know how long, so maybe I'll down the line. Yes, Aduro, I'm using it on week 2 now. You do not have fat loss. I'm going to try this for 4 or 5 now and see what happens. Claudia is so sweet too. Yeah, I love Claudia. And she has her 6 months results. And yes, I cannot use the Aduro because I don't need it. I actually have a lot of fat. But collagen, I do lose it. And that's when I notice my face. Let me go. I keep going back to this photo, but you can see the difference, how my face is a lot. There's the hollowness right on my cheeks. You can see like a hollow there, which is not there anymore. So I do, and this is collagen loss. I will have fat loss as I got older, especially as I get closer to menopause. And I have a video talking about collagen loss, guys. Highly suggest that video. I'm also taking a collagen supplement, which I suggest, especially if you're older, for not just for the bones, but collagen. And I'll leave that in the description box below, because on that video I talk about how we lose collagen. We start at 25, and as we get close to menopause, we can lose 30% like that. And that's when you really see the deflating of our faces. So collagen loss and radio frequency addresses, fat loss, the Aduro. And I think if you use them together, probably get a winning combination, because at 54, you do have both collagen loss and fat loss and muscle loss. So using the ORALIFT, which I think you are using, will help all of that. And honestly, if you use all those tools, you get like a facelift results naturally with patience. It does work. And I love using tools at home, and just have to find one that works for you. Yeah, so I'll put Claudia's 6-month result on the description box below from the Aduro Pro if somebody is looking for fat loss products, because it seems to work. It's expensive, but it seems to work. And you let me know too, Michelle, for sure, like your results with the Aduro Pro, because I'm not going to test it because I can't test something that I can't really show the results on my face. All the videos I do is something that I personally use, can tell you it works, and show my before and afters. But Claudia did a great job on that video, and I recommend her channel too if you guys want to check out her reviews. She's amazing. So, hold on. Mom, 2 blessings said, do you have any Botox or do any? No, I do not have any Botox. I actually have a lot of dynamic wrinkles. I do not have any fillers, and I'm 45. I'll be 46 July. So on my channel, I talk about aging gracefully, and I use tools and things you can do at home, and I show my before and afters, and I share my skincare journey, but I don't have any Botox or fillers. Nothing against it. It's just that I want to show you guys alternatives. But also a lot of the tools that I use, you can use even if you use Botox. And that is something I talk about with the lady that did my hair, because she's in her late 20s, and she was telling me about that she uses Botox, and she wanted to now know if she can use microcurrent. And I told her she can, because if you use microcurrent, I'm just using the Bare because that's the one I use the most because it's the quickest, but I'm not using the rest of my face, only on the eye area. So Mom, 2 blessing, check out the the timestamps that you can see what I talk about on this channel or my other videos. But it's just an example. Even if you use Botox, which I don't, microcurrent will help you to keep the muscle, working the muscle, because Botox freezes the muscle, which can cause wrinkles in other areas, guys, by the way. So using microcurrent is really good, even if you do Botox, to extend your Botox, but not use it at the same time. You got to wait 2 weeks when you do your shots, because it helps to stimulate the other muscles so they don't atrophy, because again, we don't know the long-term results of Botox. It works great. My friends look amazing, and I have nothing against it. My choice is to use alternatives for you guys. But even if you do use it, you can still use microcurrent or some of the tools, combining with it to get even better results, and have to use less Botox, less often, and also prevent wrinkles on other areas, because with long-term use of Botox, people start having hollowness here. So there's other things that you can use skin tools to prevent or even better your results. So definitely check out, but I don't have any Botox, and I definitely let you guys know if I decide to do it. But so far, I'm okay having some wrinkles. That way I can show you what kind of results you can get with the tools, because, I try things and show my before and after so you can see real results that you can get with those tools. For your Bare shocks me, even on level 3, I do use gel, so not sure why. I'm waiting for the new Zip, and we invest on the Zip. Old or new, I heard Zip is the best on microcurrent devices. I love the Zip. I had the Zip since 2016. It is a different microcurrent device because it's not just microcurrent, it's nanocurrent, and they have different settings for acne, even skin hyperpigmentation, which I want to use the Zip for that too, because I have so much from not using sunscreen. But I definitely love the Zip. I recommend. I think they're coming up with a new one now. I think it's the Halo. And as soon as I get it, I will do a review and compare and tutorials. It is a different device. Again, you have to use it. There's different treatment times, and I like that. But there's so much treatments that you have to kind of pick one and kind of consistently use it to see results, but it does work for sure. And so does the Bare. By the way, Margaret, I have a video talking about what not to do when doing microcurrent. And I talk about when you use microcurrent, guys, make sure you watch that video too. I do have to go because I actually have to go, but I'm going to answer a couple more questions. So if I don't answer, if you have any other questions after these 2 questions, make sure you put in the comments below, because I have to go pick up my son right now. So yeah, so for sure, microcurrent works. And as far as the Bare, I don't have any shocking. But what I wonder is, when you use the Bare, make sure you're not using earrings, you're not using necklaces, or any piercings. Take out any of that. And I have a microcurrent video of what not to do with microcurrent. Make sure you watch that too, Margaret, because I have a video of tips and a video of not to do, and they have different things to help you troubleshoot that, because I have the Bare. This is actually the first Bare that came out for many, many years. Never got zapped. Actually has an anti-shock feature. But one important little detail that people are forgetting is when you use the Bare, or any microcurrent, by the way, you have to take out any jewelry, any metal jewelry, otherwise you can get zapped. You're not going to get electrocuted, but that could be causing that, because I have not experienced any shocking with the Bare, and I use on level 5. So that is something to watch the video and see if there's anything on that video that can help you with the shocking. I'll probably do a dedicated video about it because I get the question a lot, but I don't have any shocking with the bear whatsoever. And I will get into more details about it. Got the MEdicube R finally. How's that working out for you? Is the MEdicube R is the Ussera? Is that the Ussera? Because there's MEdicube R Ussera, MEdicube R MS Shot, and MEdicube R is actually a line of anti-aging. The Ussera, if you are watching the video just now, I'm talking extensively about it on this video, and I'll have all the timestamps below, but also have a dedicated video coming up. And just, I'm going to show you since you just got here. This is my almost 2 months results using the Ussera, which is this device here. And now it's been past 2 months. I shot the video. I haven't had time to edit. I'm 2 months and a half now, and is even better results. So amazing. I love it. If you got it, my video have tons of tips on and a whole real-time tutorial. So make sure to check out my video as well. Love the device. Love, 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 love. I cannot even say enough. And unfortunately, I'm not going to use it continuously because I'm going to be testing the NIRA Pro. And on my channel, I do one device at a time. That way you guys can see the results. But I'm very curious to see if the NIRA Pro will help me with these deep lines here. The Ussera did help a little. But again, I don't have Botox and I do this expression a lot. And I notice I frown when I sleep. So we got to see. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. And I have to go, guys. So just a couple more questions. You have a separate video for your bear around the eyes only. Please add to the description if you may. Yes, I have tons of tutorials of the For Your Bear. And I made my own tutorials in the beginning because the For Your Bear has an app. And at the beginning, I didn't like the app tutorial. I have to go and watch the new app because they add more tutorials. But I created my own based on the face muscles. And I got the best results on my tutorials because I really researched, do the movements. So I'll make sure I put the eye hood lifting tutorial from advanced eye lifting tutorial with the bear, because that tutorial, I still do it and it's amazing. It works so good. And I'll put it in the description box for sure. I definitely need that for sure. For puffy eyes under the eyes, I like microcurrent. Honestly, I find that microcurrent really helps to, to release all the lymphs. And also, gua sha also helps amazing with puffiness. But if you're talking about fat pads under the eyes that get sometimes, then I'm not sure. That one you have to kind of figure out, because I think some people have the puffiness, but it's more of a like fat pockets. I'm not sure. I have to research more about that. But if it's puffy eyes from retaining water, which I do get puffy eyes, guys, but microcurrent will help so much. And also gua sha or any massage. Sherry, when you do any massages at the end, I don't have the gua sha here, do I? No, I don't have the gua sha here, do I? No, I don't. I don't have the gua sha here. But gua sha, when you're done with gua sha or any tools, you can do, I have a whole gua sha massage. I'll put that in the description box below, and I also talk about the new gua sha with LED lights from, which I just interviewed her, guys. By the way, I'm going to start a new podcast series, and she's amazing. I interviewed Bev from May Summer Skincare, and she has an amazing gua sha. So I do the gua sha tutorial. You can watch that one. At the end, do this, because you want to release all the fluids, and at the end, bring back to your lymph nodes. So if you have a gua sha, I don't usually do with microcurrent, but imagine this is a gua sha. You do your, massage technique, and at the end, make sure you do that, because we have lymph nodes here. So you want to be able to get all the toxins and all those extra fluids out to really release the puffiness. But watch my gua sha tutorial. I talk about that on there. Margaret, you have mental dent implants. That's what it is, guys. I'm gonna go deep down on that, guys, because I keep getting the question of being zapped. And one of the things that I talk about on the microcurrent don'ts, like what not to do when you use microcurrent, is that unfortunately, if you have dental implants or if you have braces, you may get zaps, because microcurrent, comment below that they were wearing metal jewelry with there, and they were getting zapped. And dental implants, yes. So unfortunately, that makes it a little uncomfortable. You still get results. I think you still get results, but you get a little. It will conduct a little of the microcurrent into the implants, and you can get the zaps. Yes, but you can still use it. MS shot. Oh, the EMS shot. Yes, I talk about it on this video a little briefly. I I still love the device. I want to use it so bad. And I actually talk about the EMS shot on my Ussera review, because the Ussera did help a little bit with the jaw, which I have before and afters on that video, but not as much as the EMS shot. So if your concern is getting a snatch jawline, the jowling, and getting even the, you know, the under chin, I do have to go, guys. I love these lives. I wish I could be here all day long, but I do have to go pick up my son. So yeah, if you have that, the EMS shot, which is on my table, I love it. I want to go back to using it, but I can't use it right now because I don't want to use that I know is going to give me my jawlines of like my favorite jawline ever, and do another review, you guys, and tell me the results are from this, you know? So that's why I try to do one tool at a time, because I want to show you the results. So when I'm done with the NIRA, what I want to do, I'm be testing the NIRA Pro next, which I'm started. What I want to do is use the Ussera with the EMS shot down the line. So keep an eye on it for, like, I like combining tools down the line. But if your concern is the jawline lifting, the cheek lifting, this here, which is back, because when I was using, watch the EMS shot video, my jawline, and I was with the same weight that I am right now. This was so much better. So the Ussera helps, but I only use it for 2.5 months. I'm sure if I use the Ussera for 4 months or 3 months, that device there from MEdicube as well, it would have helped more. But I feel like from the time I've used the EMS shot, I got a lot quicker results for the jawline carving. I mean, the Ussera did give me some jaw definition, but I liked better the EMS shot for jawline. And I mentioned that on the Ussera video, which is coming up pretty soon, guys. That review, I will definitely have it for you guys so soon. So soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now I'm going to just answer 2 more questions and I'm going to go, guys. I think beauty tool is for you to wake up every day, feel natural complexion, facial muscles, with excellent muscle tone, and of course more beautiful appearance. I love. Oh, my mom, that's my mom. She's 7 years old and she's here. I love you, mom. And she does use microcurrent and she does take my tips, and whenever she visits I gift her a lot of stuff and take care of my mama, and she looks great. And that's also show that microcurrent does work too. And she's been using for a long time, and she does gua sha as well, and she doesn't speak English, and I'm so proud of her for making that comment, because she probably took a little bit to do it, and I appreciate it, Mom. I love you. You're amazing. Have a great weekend and time with your family. Thank you so much, guys. It was amazing to be with you guys today. I loved it. And if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and come back and select the notification so you can know when I go live, because I've been going live a lot, sometimes spontaneous, and sometimes I, you know, usually on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays at noon Pacific Standard Time, I try to come in, but if I can't, then I try some other time of the week. So if you select the description to subscribe and the notification for all, then you'll know when I go on live. And I love you guys so much. I'm going to go pick up my son, and I will see you guys next week. And I will have all that information. Give me a little time. I will have all the links, description box, and affiliate links and codes, which really helps support my channel. If you want to use my affiliate links and codes, I really appreciate it. And if this video was helpful to you, make sure to like as well. And I love hanging out with you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.